this specific duel, but maybe later in the round.
Yeah, we start to see their setups on the map now. Kong will have the op towards showers, meanwhile something on the opposite side. FavorX with a lot of presence towards B here.
There was a faint wall towards the A side of the map, but I think EDG, they know that FavorX like to feint with that wall.
Yeah, they've done it a couple times now.
Whoa.
I suggest you move.
A little scary for nobody there, but Jing.
The Reckoning invested. Jing tried getting out and finding space. FavorX, though, they've slammed their faces into the wall. They haven't really been able to get out, but they are getting the frags that they need. Now creeping forward, Smoggy playing on the other side of the smoke. He's gonna get clotheslined. Again, a situation where he didn't really realize where the pressure was coming from. And now they're gonna hunt down Kong. He's got the op in hand. He's gonna have to do his damnedest to try to hang on to it. Mindfreak will cross, Divide will too, spotted him, lands the shots. Now hunting for a second, cannot connect. Mindfreak with 3, is FavorX got another.
FavorX got 3 kills spamming through the smoke from Hookah onto site. That is not something you see every day.
No.
I mean, a bit of a twist of fate in their favor for sure. Look at this. Oh, he did see the tracers though, but a collat?
Yeah, that's tough, man.
And then spam off of the Seekers. I mean, good job. I don't know what else to say in this moment. Early timeout for EDG. I don't think they have, you know, to worry too much right now. I mean, it's definitely a way better start than the last time they played. But it is their map pick, and if you let PRX on the attacking side dictate the pace, it could get out of hand. So I think this is a really good timeout from the side of EDG. And now maybe the name of the game should be a little bit more proactivity. Maybe bait out on those B long pushes, bait out a little bit of utility. You can flash early on, back up, and then re-clear once more. Because PRX, they were playing for that trap play that we saw in the eco round with the triple flash.
I agree with you on EDG are still okay. There's still plenty to play in this half, but I think you're right on the other side of the coin as well, where adjustments need to be made. Because remember, EDG, both maps they played yesterday, they started on attack, and those were maps that they struggled on. Right? Those were halves that were clearly an issue when it came to the approach, and you know they could definitely have different protocols and plans going into Bind, but you want to keep this competitive, knowing what yesterday held. So a Stinger in the hands of Kong, a Spectre for nobody, and then 3 Sheriffs around it. Meanwhile, everybody is stacked.
Yeah.
All 5 of EDG are here.
It's a hard read right now.
Lo and behold, that's where FavorX are headed.
And I wonder what the cue is for PRX to maybe abort, not fully commit onto this, but I think they're just going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if EDG continue to hide as much as they can, they might not get the cue to abort. Now they're going to be pushing forward ahead of all of this harbor utility as they try to take the fight. The guns on the other side just too good, though. Ooh, Jing on the snap just gets destroyed. EDG might have overrun them into this, but they're so weak. And the thrash isn't going to connect. Fortunately for Kong, though, Forsaken out Classic out. Divide's left alone. Not a ton of HP. Both of them fall, but the Red Bull clutch comes through for FavorX. In the face of the rocket, the shots settle.
Jeez. Divide. I mean, he had to commit. You have no other option there. And maybe if Kong had a little bit more HP, he lives there and they win the round. Kind of feels a little bit like yesterday in that mode where they just can't close out the rounds. They bring it down to a 1v1. It just doesn't go their way. Great job from Divide. That's a funny one.
Go get him.
Again, early presence for FavorX. And this time, it's not a fake. It's not a fake. Jing is already trying to getting out, invested the rocket. Something has been such a menace so far.
It's such a pace that they're putting on EDG right now.
Oh, the paranoia is good, but even when that connects, the kills come through. Very nicely done by Kong. To respond a little bit, you imagine that's going to call the rotate out from the spike back towards A. And Chichu, thinking the same thing, was considering B, but will now throw it back.
And Mindfreak, he took his timing here coming out of showers. He had to if he wanted to get any type of space, so gets info that Chichu is in CT. There could still be one player here, though. I think that's why he's so wary. I mean, look at how cautious PRX are playing right now. They're waiting for the harbor wall, waiting for all utility. The molly! Ooh.
A little bit of high ground found. Nobody's position so concealed. Now the flash in his face on the swing. Settles the shots. Gets Mindfreak. A 3v2 still the way of Paper Rex. Now Kong's left alone. He's got an op in hand. Devi is weak, but that's another round the way of Paper Rex.
Good patience from Paper Rex on the refight on A. I mean, that was really, really nicely done. Waiting for Forsaken's wall to come back up. The molly from Mindfreak. It gets the audio cue that nobody had to drop there. And the trades, I mean, they were kind of going in the favor of EDG in the beginning. But when you're retaking with an operator, even if you're Kong, that's a tough ask.
Oh, yeah. Into a 1v2 like that as well, with no idea of where the other members are.
Yeah. That little jump spot from Forsaken, too, to spot out where Kong was, just makes it decisive, and they play together, they swing them together.
I literally think I just take
just
a
like that.
Allen and lose
Kong is on a stinger, but he's so deadly with it, so it might be able to bring this one back.
Try to get ahead of the stack. Really nice shot out from Smoggy.
It was a pixel.
I like this reposition a lot as well.
Yeah, this is the Omen shining right now. Able to play up close, get a kill, TP out. In this case, TP on top of this little weird high ground.
I'm gonna see.
I wonder if Jing wants to clear this. I wonder if he's aware.
That flash from Nobody was so good. It went through the roof in Hookah to make sure that there was nobody pushing in sand.
That was very cool.
Forsaken has taken a lot of space into Octagon. He's the one with the spike. So there's got to be success found from Hookah.
Yeah, nobody has to drop here for PRX to steal this one away.
And it's not going to happen. Smoggy gets in on it as well as EDG find 3.
The B anchor is coming up huge for EDG. That was beautifully played from Smoggy. And then nobody just bunkering down in Hookah to clean up the round. Look at this shot. Ooh, on the run. That's that flash that you were speaking of. And from now on, for PRX, I mean, every time you push this Omen off of B long, you got to worry about that elevation. I mean, he could be anywhere now. It's something you're going to have to constantly clear. That being said, Forsaken will have that Harbor ultimate online. We saw how deadly it was the first time around.
He's invested B, but this time, present A. EDG are really proactive, too. They're taking all of his space outside of sand. Smoggy's already rotating into A.
Such a good timing to be proactive, too. They haven't done this once yet.
You move.
The Reckoning is going to suggest that they're going forward. The timing is so good.
It's perfect.
If they can land the shots, if they can clean things up, it's going to be great, and that's a spike! I thought the spike was further up. Something has his ult. They're going to have to turn back and fight for this area. And things slow down. They've come to a screeching halt. Forsaken on the swing. Nobody on the shots. The Harbor down. Now utility pushing forward. EDG are playing this really patiently, not forcing the matter in from spawn, not forcing the matter in from backside. Happy to hold the line as best as they can, but nobody finally falls. Kong on the swing, and he's overwhelmed. The contain has been lost. The spike has been picked up. And now it's a fast rotate from something B, while Jing draws as much attention as he can. Be a nuisance. That's exactly what he does.
30 seconds left.
Doesn't land the shots, but the veil has been lifted. They've realized that the spike's not here.
The Empress will go down. It's honestly what opened up that entire comeback into this round. And the Reyna, I mean, he's got full utility now. If he gets a kill, he can just get out of dodge.
And he's holding the line on both spots to jump.
It's so scary playing against a Reyna like something.
He's still gonna have to win this 1v2 though. For Paper Rex, he's gotten it down to 1. Whoa. Tries to reposition, 23 HP. One step to the right. All it will take. Smoggy's holding the line. Anchored in, but now on the tap, spots him again. 4 HP now for the Duelist. Something's creeping his way forward. He's got the knife out now, switching over to the Vandal. Not able to snap onto the shots. Can Smoggy get the defuse? Yes, he can. .36.
And it's EDG this time around, dictating the pace, pushing down Hookah. It got scrappy, it got scary, but they closed it out in that 1v1.
One enemy remaining.
That was so close.
He almost hits the shots, man.
Smoggy's been so good. Even yesterday, when they were getting decimated by Heretics, he was the star of the show for EDG. This time more of a team effort, and that'll cause a timeout from Paper Rex. You imagine now Paper Rex might play a little bit more spread of a default, or maybe just watch their back now if they are gonna play all 5 players towards one side of the map. They haven't had to worry about that yet, so, you know, it's okay.
That's just such a perfectly timed call from EDG. You mentioned it during the round. They hadn't done that.
Yeah.
They hadn't accelerated in that way.
And that's what I was looking forward to in that game yesterday, but they just didn't have their footing at all. They do a really good job of changing the pacing on what they do on the defensive side and the attacking side. I'm glad we get to see it now.
Perfect way to move it.
That being said, nobody will have Seekers online, pit available for Chichu. And, I mean, there's a lot of ults online that'll be coming to fruition for EDG. Only Seekers to work with for PRX.
Meanwhile, for EDG, you mentioned those ults all coming online. They've got to chain them together, though.
And look at the spread default that I was talking about. Now you see players on both sides of the map.
A pit used right off the bat from Chichu.
Now an early pit invested like this, it can really force the attacking side to be pushed into B or showers. But on the flip side of that, it can also cause EDG to have to keep a couple players there to protect his back.
And that's exactly the approach that they've taken. But as soon as the Harbor utility goes at B, they've left him. Chichu's now on an island. It's all of EDG is B. Devi has his Seekers, and there's still plenty of time left in this round. But it's nobody who uses his first.
This bait set up B long. If EDG do get pushed off of B long here, that's when a rotation will have to come towards that A side of the map.
The Seeker's got a ton of value.
There.
Spotting a couple, I mean all 3, I believe. But they freeze again.
Right there.
Posted up outside of B, waiting for the right moment to strike. The flash is going to confirm presence once more. This has been a really nice cycling of utility by nobody. Now traded on the other side. The Seekers going forward. Chichu happy to hold the other side of the map. While the fight ensues, B. Devi, massive kills. A 3v3 now. The spike making its way at B as Chichu repositions. He left the pit. He rotates over, but now with 10 seconds left.
10
Paper X
seconds left.
trying to get back to A as fast as they can and get the spike down.
So much to worry about. You have to worry about short, but Devi, he's kind of ahead of it.
Wise to it, not able to land the shots the first time around.
That was a great jiggle from Chichu. He got the info that both players now are stuck in U-Haul, and he just has to wait for his teammates to push up.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Now Jing turning his attention back there. Devi falls. Jing cannot hold up.
Beautiful discipline from EDG. And Chichu taking the timing on the teleport, getting kills in hookah, and then wrapping all the way back around with the jiggle there. That was fundamentally sound from EDG. Beautiful. And that lead that PRX had, I mean, it's
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. They had won, I believe it was 6 rounds in a row at one point. This was just such a, I mean, you mentioned the discipline. It was beautiful to watch from EDG. But Chichu, honestly, had so much to do with it. I mean, we talked about the pit at the very beginning. His timing on hitting the TP, his wrap back around was perfect.
Now it's Kong with that showstopper. He gets bought up. He gets an operator bought up for him.
He's gonna have both. Last round of the half. Money to spend. What a luxury that is.
Last time PRX did this A short wall, I mean, they just sped up B, so that's why you're seeing EDG get proactive here, pushing through showers. All the info is theirs. And the rest of the B anchors for EDG, they're just trying to bait out all that utility early on and buy time for a rotate.
I really like this. Howdong, you mentioned all that info that they get showers, but they deposit Kong. They have Howdong rotating back. Meanwhile, Jing, doesn't connect on the rocket, slams into the wall, and Smoggy's there to punish with it. Nobody, the firing line as Smoggy joins in on the fun. The Dizzy over the top. Almost everyone going the way of Smoggy, but Chichu's the one to clean it up.
It's electric in here right now. Smoggy played that to near perfection, tucking in the cubby, jiggling consistently, and then the Omen flash to secure the kills.
What a change.
Look at this. He played this so well. Look, the little tuck right here. And then just the back and forth pre-firing, waiting for that Gecko flash to come over the top. Wonderful.
The timing on that was perfect. It was Howdon who had left Kong showers, rotates back over it. The Dizzy paves the way. We often talk about how Valorant is a family affair. We've got a couple of family members standing by for an interview.
I've got two familiar faces with me right here next to the stage. I have Auntie Pearl, who is Jing's mom, and I have Xcaret, Forsaken's brother. And you saw him on stage not too long ago as well. How are you guys enjoying Shanghai?
Very good. I like it here. Much better than Korea.
Oh, wow. Well, I know that you love Shanghai. Forsaken, I know this is Xcaret, sorry. You look like your brother, by the way. I know this is a bit of a nostalgia trip for you. You haven't been here for 7 years, is that right?
Yeah, it's been 7 years. Exactly 7 years I've come to Shanghai, so I'm enjoying my trip a lot after I finish my games. I'm just traveling a lot, eat a lot of good food, and then meeting my old friend and something. It's really fun for me.
Oh wow, that must evoke such memories, right? And Auntie Pearl, I see that you have your props here as well. Did you make this? You said you have an interesting story about this prop.
Because this one was from last year, I brought it all along, and then the team has been very lucky. So yeah, it's here, it's back.
Oh my gosh, so this has traveled pretty much all over the world with you.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a legacy prop indeed. And Forsaken, the score right now is pretty close. So what do you think of the rest of the map?
I was hoping, of course, PaperX to win this game. Even I have a lot of friends in AG also, but still, I want Epic to win this tournament. So I hope, especially for Jason, I hope he can regain his confidence, because I know he's been stressed a lot yesterday. He talked to me, but I just telling him like, just don't care about it, because he need to be reset and just play with his full confidence for today's match.
That's right. Just relax. You heard it from your big brother. So let's see if PaperX can close this one out.
Relaxing is much easier contemplated than completed when you're tied at 6-6 with elimination on the line. I mean, yeah, just relax, bro. What do you got to lose? It's fine.
And I'll tell you who's not relaxed. It's Kong. He was very active in the communication, just talking to his team, yapping like crazy. And that's a good sign for a player like him. I mean, he's really bringing the energy into this arena, into his team. That could just be the difference maker as well in a series like this when there's so much on the line. Elimination. Pride between the two teams. They played each other so much.
The last bout did go the way of EDG. But the problem is they've now turned back over to the attack side, which, again, was a pain point for them yesterday. What adjustments did they make?
It's such a good wall to just delay any type of hookah rush or presence. And that flash to re-walk in, that's proactive.
The protocols were really nice, but the armor on Kong.
Yeah, those shots just didn't hit the mark for something.
I mean, he dinked him, but he had light armor in a classic. That's, yeah, that's what decides that. That's just crazy. It seemed like they had everything prepared, and fortunately for them, if something goes down, Jing and Divide clean it up. The frenzies are perfect as PaperX get the pistol.
4 for Jing into that round. That calmness pushing through. And a lot of EDG's demise was against proactivity. This was a double proactive fight here. At first it was just something. Then all of a sudden it's Jing on the rotate from A side. All 3 players pushing hookah. That frenzy could be so deadly in close range battles like that.
I'm excited for the rest of his defensive half though, because that, I mean, you highlighted it. The harbor wall with the flash on the other side is so cool.
This is also very cool from EDG. Hero buying Kong, this Bulldog. We've seen in NA at least Oxy doing this quite a bit with C9. And it paid out dividends. They could really catch PRX off guard. Oh, they know now.
It's a heavy investment. The nade, not quite deep enough. But they've got him crunched. Something is here, but he's got nothing but an outlaw. But they're going to continue to push the matter. All playing outside of this TP. Weapons have been upgraded. Mindfreak's the only one who's got a rifle on the other side.
This is so awkward for PRX, and now when you're going against an outlaw, nobody has armor or the HP to deal with this. It's a one-shot kill. Smoggy can do some real damage.
Why didn't they grab the Bulldog?
But they're so split right now.
Toxins going up.
I mean, even Chichu, a Spectre, can nuke down Forsaken or Mindfreak. Forsaken only has a Ghost.
Toxins
But he's going to get so much info as to where the play is. And if he can get away with one, just one, that's a victory.
Oh, he has to back up now.
30 seconds left.
The thing is, he only spotted one. So Mindfreak has to stay A. Unaware of the fact that both members of EDG have huddled up together. As the smokes go down.
Such
now,
a close round.
13 seconds left. The paranoia out. It's not going to tag Forsaken. Still playing on the other side of it. The spam from Mindfreak not connecting. The warning shots have been delivered though, and they've got to understand that's where the pressure's coming from. Forsaken on the swing. Mindfreak will clean him up, leaving Chichu all on his own. Spectre still in hand. 70 HP. The gun barrel roll. But the reposition is really nice from Chichu. He has too many things he has to clear, and not enough time to do it all.
That little barrel, I thought that was gonna be the dagger into PRX. And then he would just have to play in the middle of sight, wait for the drop for Forsaken. It ended up working against him. That's so tough. But a really good eco round for EDG, that Bulldog buy. It makes it so PRX, if they want to invest into this, they're gonna be broken the next round. That got scrappy.
Down.
I like that EDG are ready for the proactivity from PRX. And it wasn't that clean for PRX as well. If they want to do crunches like that, I mean, you got to have more utility. The timing has to be a little bit better.
Satchel out.
They're always decisive with it, though. You got to give them that. Oh, that second satchel did not go the way it was intended to go.
You see the layers of utility. A Gecko Molly, an Omen Flash, a Sky Flash, all to set up Kong to get that initial exchange, to come out on top, potentially get an entry.
Keep a close eye on that, because you imagine they're going to do it once more. Kong still pushing his way forward. Forsaken on the other side. Won't be around much longer.
The man just doesn't die to judges.
You hear Wingman going forward. Jing has played this position so well, man. He buys his time and he strikes when everything is right. And now the showstopper not going to connect. I don't know where that rocket went.
Mindfreak took the head off of Howdong, so
Right
couldn't get
before
value.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't get value there. With Smoggy, the reposition on short here, and nobody just finessing through the smoke. He finds the timing.
It's so perfect. Divide falls 2v2.
Last player
Nobody's
standing.
left in a 1v1. Mindfreak waiting on the other side. He's got that Guardian in hand.
He's playing it so well.
He's buying so much time and then delivers the shots anyway.
The bobbing and weaving from nobody in that 1v1. It kind of just felt like he had a hard read on the situation on Mindfreak. He played that superb. Jing, I mean, he really opened up this retake for his team. But nobody, he was the difference maker.
These are those little 1v1s that we talked about yesterday, that we talked about at the beginning of the half that just weren't going EDG's way. They're starting to turn.
And that's when playing against a team like EDG can be scary, because they do have really good fundamentals. They have good discipline in a lot of those moments.
And they've got fraggers. So if they can put all of those things together like they have so far, they've got a shot at this. Again, a really nice set of utility. The paranoia, the flash around the corner, and now the dog.
The nade will delay them momentarily, but there's still so much utility.
Oh, those satchels, not able to get him into safety. The spam on the other side is the guns from PaperX just not holding up.
And now he can get Seekers if he grabs that orb before the bomb goes down.
Something's got to judge, but at that distance,
Planted.
deciding not to fire,
I've got your trail.
opting for the kill potentially instead.
Just secure the round. I don't mind
Out of
using these
strength.
Seekers as well. It could set you up to get those kills easier.
A lot of space here that they're going to have to take, and with all of the guns on the other side, I mean, that cove will certainly help, but Howdong,
Wait.
oh, this has gotten messier than it should have. Chichu and Smoggy are able to keep them back, but that got real ugly for a second.
You can't count PRX out ever, and that's why the Seekers were invested early on. I don't blame nobody for using them in that round whatsoever. And PRX have just been force buying into these rounds back to back to back. Even with scrappy guns, they made it to a 2v2.
And Forsaken reads them like a book, man. As soon as the clove goes down,
Yeah.
they've got to challenge it, right? There's no way you just let that diffuse come through. And so we're tied at 8. 2 ults on the side of EDG. They've been so much more decisive than they were yesterday. These attack halves have been so much more refreshing.
No hesitation. They're not worried about getting outshot, out-manipulated. They're just showing and going right now.
They have a plan, and they are sticking to it.
Look at this, all the utility.
It's the same set of utility we saw in the previous round.
And when you condition utility like that, it really can set up the future round. So they're looking at the long haul right now.
There may not be much more of a long haul left of this map. KongKong going forward with rocket in hand. Will connect onto Jing.
Chef's kiss.
Perfectly played, and look at where Smoggy is. Only able to find one, though.
What?
Somehow, something gets two. KongKong on the snap, and something with the third. Leaving the star on his own to settle the shots. The clip runs dry. Something with 4 and Paper Rex with 9.
He just got, what, 3-4 wall bang kills? That was through CT spawn. And you see players go for that, but it usually doesn't go their way. So maybe a little bit of luck. Getting 2 players with that.
We're gonna look at it one more time.
Look at this. He did see the tracers, but to get 2?
Yeah, that's...
And then the third right there. Oh my goodness. Spams to get the kills. It's so hard to beat PRX when they can win rounds like that. It's, what are you supposed to do? You can't do anything about it. And now you're on an eco round.
The ecos have been messy, though.
That's a good opener.
Yeah, but the second kill the other way. Not really what they need. Something playing up close on the other side of this wall. Puts the Lear out, gives the space up. Meanwhile, Paper Rex slowly tightening around the map.
Proactivity from PRX, pushing through short. But Smoggy, he was checking flank. He just goes back.
Mindfreak can have a feast with this, and that's exactly what he does. Shake's just satchelating forward. Yeah.
Right on his head. Yep. Seen that one before from this guy.
And so we turn our attention to the next round, a very quick precursor as to what we've got, because there are a lot of ults in play here, and we're nearing the end of this map. Paper Rex hanging on to a 2-round lead. They've got the Reckoning. They've got the Orbital Strike.
And you can really invest all these ults into this round because it'll put EDG on such a bad buy for the next that you're sitting on almost match point at that point. I mean, you are sitting at match point. You should be, at least.
And Jing's halfway, more than halfway to his rocket as well. So even if you invest all of those, that's still something that's going to have to be considered later. Paper Rex have set themselves up very nicely.
EDG need to try to bait out at least one of these ults early on and not die, not drop early. If you invest the Viper's Pit off the rip here, I mean, well, might not be good because the ultimates from the other side, they could just cycle them.
We're about to find out how that plays out. Jing getting up top and dropping on it, but nobody had his back.
So clutch.
The pit's still up. Can it be dodged by that? The TP out. Pit still in play. Something on the flank. Smoggy waiting. But is he aware of how close he is? Drops down, not able to settle the shots. Paper Rex still with the fight into this, but they've got to get past this pit.
It's too hard.
The biggest thing in their way here.
Last player standing.
A 1-for-1. Something left to his own devices. Playing his time as best as he can.
Not even going for it.
No, at this point. Is he even gonna get away with the gun? No. Chichu hunts him down. EDG get to 9.
EDG did a really good job of not falling to any of those ults early on. And for PRX, they wasted so many ults in that scenario.
Dude, nobody
so
saves that round.
Yeah, he does.
Because Chichu was the one he was hunting for, and he almost had him.
PRX jumped the gun too early in that retake, and EDG took full advantage of that.
One round between the two. Paper Rex still with 2 ults. You know, we talked so much in the previous round about the setup that Paper Rex have for themselves from an ult perspective, but EDG are slowly getting near a fever pitch with all of theirs. Howdong, KongKong, and nobody.
If they can win this next round, the economy of PRX is going to be in shambles, and they might not even have to invest any of those ults, but they can get a lot of them online.
They're committing to this A. They're committing to this A, and it's a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, the Reckoning will continue to cause problems, but Haodong manages to sidestep all of it. Nobody does too.
What a good split. And now with that dog being proactive in the CT spawn, they have the info that both players should be on the flank.
And they've seen 2 bits of utility as well. The dog and now the flash.
They're too disciplined in these scenarios. Their post-plant win rate is sky high.
It was good yesterday. It continues today. There's no way for them to get in.
One enemy remaining.
The reflink from Smoggy, it's clinical.
Something again will try to save. He wasn't successful in the previous round. And I don't even think he really has a shot at it this time. Deals a little bit of damage. They're gonna get out, right?
Just in time. Smoggy's so good, Doug. This guy's sitting at 20 kills on Omen Bind. All momentum going the way of EDG now. Look at that opener onto Jing.
It was steady.
So clean.
No micro adjustment of the crosshair, nothing like that. Just steady swings right into it.
Perfect.
It's literally perfect. You're absolutely right. And so now a timeout called again. We're tied at 10, and that's all that Paper X have left. If there's another timeout, it will come courtesy of Edward Gaming.
EDG on a really good spot right now to bring this one home in front of the home crowd, win their first map in this arena, in this tournament. PRX, that round, what, 2 rounds ago, that one was, it was just rough. It's rough losing a round like that. You invested the Brim ult. Your timing wasn't quite there on the retake, and if your timing's not there against a team like EDG, they do really well in the post plant, playing off of each other, playing the crossfire game. And then Smoggy going for the reflanks like that. Now we're seeing why EDG decided to switch off the Brim and put this man on the Omen.
Just so much more ability to get active.
Caution here.
And sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire, and Omen's a controller that can do that.
Oh, they're gonna go aggressive into sand, and that's where they are. Jing has a rocket in hand.
Stop farting.
Something can flash through the wall. This setup is gonna be devastating if they commit to it. Kong tries to get away, and he's managing to dodge the rocket. Paper X put a lot into the back of that punch, and EDG slip it. Now they can reset.
Yeah, it's that push and pull. And that Thrash was picked up again, so they're able to use more utility now to clear out more space if they decide to do so.
Dude, to go from that start in the round to nothing, no sound being made.
You want more? Here's
A flash to confirm there wasn't a flame coming through. And now Thrash, as you mentioned, getting its second cycle out. Something dinked him there. Nobody, down to 12 HP.
Almost got his head taken off.
It's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, suddenly a freeze to the round now.
Again. Hey, that's twice.
They're so worried about flank, as they should be. That's a fake TP.
Do they bite?
No, they're not. There's a rotation coming in from Mindfreak, but the utility from EDG.
You're right, he's already had to be. Something popping
30
the ult,
seconds left.
trying to get across. EDG are slowing things down. This has been a problem for them before. If they can settle though, they should be okay. Forsaken is still gonna be on the rotate, but the kill's all coming through for Paper X! And now the controller utility has arrived. Divide perch
Player standing.
over the top. Smoggy has to frag his way out of this, but he's surrounded. Paper X get to 11.
A good hunker down from Paper X, just holding hookah. Something he got picked off early there, but the trade's going Paper X's favor. This is that beginning. Such a good job from Kong not going down to that rocket, being dropped down to 5 HP. But it's that timing of when EDG just seem to not know what to do in the round and they're just stuck in a corner where it just works against them.
So issues reared their ugly head yesterday. And that feels like the first time we saw hints of that, right? First time we saw any inkling of things like that.
Yeah.
So Paper X, a lead late in map 1.
And this is such a cool setup. You have 2 players on different elevations. You have a Brimstone back sight, a Harbor close up. The Showstopper, it could kill one, but it should be traded.
He's got to get out of there. There's the rocket invested.
Wow.
Again, the satchel utility's just so good, man.
And you're not ready for something on top Chuck after Jing has fallen off.
Apparently you're not ready for Forsaken either, as he gets 3. A flawless round for Paper Rex.
What?
From start to finish,
God,
that setup
that
was
was
so
nuts.
beautiful, so
Oh.
clean.
Probably should change the title. I didn't even realize.
So close, they can taste it, for sure. And the Reina flash to back him up as well. That was textbook for PRX. This will be the last time out for Edward Gaming that you were speaking of. They've played a really, really good map so far. It's just these exchanges where PRX come out ahead. They're just so clutch.
Man, what's the plan on the other side of this? You think for EDG here, for this to be as competitive as it was, in the shadows of yesterday, you've got to feel really good about your performance so far. And then you remember, we've played them before. The last time we played them, we beat them. We beat them on this map. And yeah, the compositions are a little different, but a lot of that feeds into confidence going into the map. And for them to have a couple of these 1v1s go their way and to get this close really feels like this map, if it doesn't go their way, that's an opportunity lost. That's something slipped.
It's such a tough spot to be in because you've done so many things right. And sometimes it's just not in your control. Sometimes you play against a team like Paper Rex that just, you know, there's so many heroics from individual players. And then when you lose a round like that to a setup where they're all playing together.
They just satcheled both of them up with one satchel.
Yeah, that's the previous round, something was up on
Yeah.
truck. And the outlaw buy for Forsaken here, there's a lot of players on light armor right now for EDG.
Yeah, this buy is not great. And of course, something goes aggressive. Tries to turn the flash coop in his face, cannot find anything else.
Perfect utility from EDG.
And that's a big first step. If they want to take this to OT, that's a massive start. But Forsaken has not been taken off of his perch.
And when EDG freeze into these rounds, so far in this match, they haven't really backed up and gone the other way.
Yeah.
So on the opposite side of the map, Devi got info, and Forsaken now is proactive.
But Kong is too. Aggressively going forward. Mike trying to slam the door on the round. And does his damage. Jing cannot find the target. Devi's left to rotate back A. With a Phantom in hand. Full health, full armor. How does he get past through this? Smoggy's weak, yeah. Nobody's taking a little bit of damage, yeah. But a 1v3 is a big ask. They've got
30
money, so
seconds
why
left.
not go for it? 2 away from Seeker, so why not go for it? But he doesn't find a single thing other than the bullet between his eyes. EDG are still alive.
Smacked him.
Oh my Smoggy. Even on the TP onto site, I mean, his barrel was in the face of another player. Executes him.
Whoa.
And this is that good utility used from EDG.
Down A.
This time when they freeze into the round, that was scrappy for sure. But Smoggy came out on top. But this time when they freeze, it works to their benefit. They wait, and they wait for the utility. They allow nobody to get onto the site because of the Omen smoke.
Last round of regulation. And again, a heavy stack from Paper X, A short. Both duelists and a controller left to hold the line. I mean, they're all here and they're all playing on this tiny little sliver on the other side of the wall. Forsaken so far up here. Meanwhile, pushing all the way up into showers. The orbital strike will send them apart. Smoggy will fall. And Forsaken, the space he had taken was so good. A 5v2 now.
Enemy remaining.
It's disaster, they crumble.
Carrier kill.
At the foot of Paper X, they cannot stand. Map 1 goes away of Pacific's #1 seed.
What a map from both teams. I mean, hats off.
Sunset on the other side of this break. We'll see you guys there.
it to my happy place. Got the sun in my eyes and a smile on my face. Yeah. I made it to my happy place. It ain't rained in a while. Woke up early today. I feel good. Happy faces. I'm so happy that I made it to my happy place.
Today is not gonna be easy.
This is your champion.
Yo. Oh, I'm so fucked. What is happening?
Yo.
Yeah. Yo.
What up?
Introducing your champion.
See that blur right before you bite it? That's me.
Come on, you can't forget this face.
Copy that. Target over there.
It's actually crazy we got in the same game.
I joined your lobby.
Oh, gotcha. I'm surprised they let us queue, but awesome. And team with us for sure. In the same building.
First blood, and it's not us. Wonderful. Grappling.
Gotta hop up here. Disruptor.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We have the benefit. We are inside the ring. Marking our surroundings.
Looking for a hemlock if you see one.
This spot is bad. Let's stay away.
Extra supplies over here.
Scanning the
Well,
area. Hostile over there.
They're there. My scan.
Marking our surroundings. We are inside the ring. Good faith.
I need heavy ammo.
Leveled up. It's upgrade.
All Father, give me sight.
Get the high ground on them.
Now that's an upgrade.
Over there.
Care package being delivered.
Let's go this way.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Should definitely push the shit.
Throwing thermite grenade.
Friends, check your maps.
Careful. New kill leader.
Care package over there.
Bless me with
Zipline deployed.
throwing Arc Star.
Here I go. Frag out.
You need to put. There's more.
Good work, team.
Hey, heavy really bad?
Heavy ammo here. Here I go.
Here's your birthday present.
I need any. Might be good to watch right here. I'll do it.
I need heavy ammo. Bless me with sight.
We can push the ball. I have a wall key.
I also need heavy ammo.
We can craft.
Let's explore over there.
Who's ready to fly on a zipline?
Let's explore this way.
Wait up, I'm crafting.
I'm gonna push for that ball.
Yep, let's do it.
All Father, give me sight. Someone traveled through here. Half the squads remain. I have opened the vault. The gifts lie within. Thanks. Someone traveled through here. All Father, give me sight. We should continue there.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Lucky us, we are home. Let's explore this way.
In combat.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Hostile spotted. Replicator on high.
It's an Octane.
Taking fire. Just giving my shields a recharge.
Going over here. Trying to get an angle. Here. You're by yourself, Path.
Reloading. Giving my shields a recharge.
Here, triple take somewhere, like on the right.
Observing this spot over here.
Zipline deployed.
Care Path, you're literally by yourself. I think there's a team up here.
Let's go dash with hostile over there.
Yep.
There's 2 teams over there.
One knock. Got
Reload down the hostile and Scotty.
him. Cracked one. Way back there. Nice.
Scanning the area.
Come and get your birthday present. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
The enemies are shooting at me.
Thrown Arcstar.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Fuck. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'd run on him. Right there. Okay. I'm healing.
Giving my shields a recharge. I am down. Contact with hostile.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Gaze in that.
Hostile over there.
You and me.
He's literally one.
Contact with hostile. Listen up. Got another squad coming in.
Might just have to craft him somewhere.
They're kind of pinched. We could just hold this for a bit.
Enemy over there.
Spot on.
Marking our surroundings.
I'd be able to get his banner.
I need energy ammo.
Yeah. I'm pushing for this.
Our Reverend's fight is not over.
Let's go craft him. He could get his own shit. They might come behind us. Don't die.
I leveled up and earned an upgrade too.
Actually, yeah, I could craft too. Especially here, we could craft. He could get his own shit though. You could loot all your shit. It's pretty easy to get to.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Blessings upon
I Hi, baby.
Making contact with enemy.
Good. Jump in now.
All father, give me sight. Contact with target. Battling the enemy.
He's by.
Living is close.
There's door here. Watch out for the new
One here. He's literally by himself.
Contact with hostile.
Contact.
Multiple squads attack. Less than one. Grappling.
He's up top.
Hostile.
Listen up, I'm calling them out like packaging.
enemy shield.
Contact.
Reloading.
Contact with hostile.
Reloading.
Nice.
Looks like that was the last one of the squad. The ring's close. 10 seconds.
Loot your shit. We need to push. Go this way quick. I could evac. Actually, should be fine to just walk in.
I can see that the ring's moving on the map.
Package being delivered.
Care package on high. Favor from the gods.
Care package over there.
In a moment. Hostile close.
Oh.
Scanning the area.
Supply bin. Strike out.
Adam and Eve, you got knocked out by the Rampart. Lucky you, eh?
Fuck.
You'll be alright. I gotcha. Hold tight.
Yup. They won't let us play together.
Oh no.
What rank you guys?
I'm still bronze, almost
It's him.
silver.
Oh, okay. Just play some unranked.
Oh, unranked? I'll play one. Why not?
Why don't you get on your
You guys.
spurt?
Wait, what rank are you, Johnny?
He's gold,
gold.
too.
I'm gold.
Yeah, it's because he's bronze.
Wait, why
Yeah,
are
we
we
bu-
able to play?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because
You
it lets you play with the party of 2, not 3.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys just want to keep going then?
That's fine. Let's just play one unranked.
Is gonna be our day.
I think we're going to do great, friend.
Pathfinder's so fun.
Yeah, I feel like trying him out. Haven't played him for a while.
This is gonna be a good fight.
Introducing your champion.
Run fast, eat fast, win fast. Let's land here.
Okay.
Copy that.
Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun.
Alright, no one came
We're
anywhere
by
near
ourselves.
us.
Yeah. Someone should try and go far.
I
Kind
got
of
it.
just loot up.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Countdown.
All right, brothers. We got extra supplies here.
Great. The ring is close. Less than a minute.
Not far
All
from
right,
the
I just
ring.
need a
Half a
havoc.
minute.
New king appointed.
Watch out for the new kill leader.
Got an evil harvester here.
Grappling.
Ring around the corner. 10 left. I leveled up. Now, let's get an upgrade. Upgraded and good to go. Got a hop up here. Turbocharger.
Whoa, I can use that.
Here, I can carry it. I can bring it to you.
That's cool. I'm already here.
Thank you.
Sniper stock here. Level 3.
Care package.
My ultimate's ready to join the fun.
Shield battery.
Supply bin over here. Evac
Check it.
tower over
Where are you standing here? Hemlock here.
Say we move this way.
Survey beacon over there.
All right, extra supplies here.
Care package over there.
Got a mobile respawn beacon here. Negative.
Spot for that.
Optics here. Close range.
Dim. I need an extended heavy mag.
Let's go over there. Extended light
Survey
mag here.
beacon over there.
Level 3.
Listen up, I'm calling a lifeline package in.
Check your maps. Who's ready to fly on a zipline? I am.
Got an evil harvester here.
Let me know if you see a havoc.
Yeah, we'll do.
Half the squad's left. No time to be tired.
Got a closed door. Let's go over there.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Extended heavy mag. Got a hop up here. Boosted loader. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Extra supplies over here.
I just hit. I hit every bin. There's not a Havoc anywhere.
We'll find one.
Champion out.
So this drop right here. That's a nemesis.
Care package over there. Heard that. The map says not all of us are inside the next ring.
I'll take it. Fuck.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Replicator incoming, friends.
Running double fucking energy.
Optics here. Mid-range. Thanks.
Let's go this way. That location may be good for looting. Here I go.
We've just been.
Might be something good this way.
Yeah, I know.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
I need it. Here's your birthday present. So what? We're all inside this ring.
Let's see shit.
Let's go over there.
Oh,
Attention, delivering care package.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down. Got some extra supplies.
Survey beacon over there.
Laser sight here. Level 3.
Setting up a zipline.
Leveled up. Got a hop
your
up
maps.
here. Hammer point. I'm at max level.
Let's check
Now
out
we
that
know
way,
who's
friends.
the baddest.
I think we should move that way.
They're gonna come right to us. You'll be up here.
I'm ready to jam.
Care package over here.
And
Let's go this way.
I'm never gonna find a fucking Havoc.
right here, right here, here.
I'm with you.
Firing.
Well, I'm a little bit behind you.
Round 3, beginning ring countdown.
Firing.
We're not all in the ring. Check your positions.
Enemy spotted.
Only 2 squads left.
They're dropping a rep.
Signaling an airstrike.
Recharging my shield.
Here.
I'm getting shot from everywhere.
Reloading.
We need to just get a building together. We're in between both teams. Get in my building. Might push us. Finish watching the game.
There was a team that came right from where we were.
Me ain't afraid of much, but losing, that would be a drag.
What you see is not what you get. This is my favorite part.
Introducing your champion.
I like the wind in my hair, bugs in my teeth, and long walks off a high cliff. I'm ready. Forget that. I'll try to keep this under the radar.
There's a team with us.
got that mag behind you.
Bro, get off my dick. What the fuck? Weirdo.
First blood and it's done. Wonderful.
I got an enemy right here.
I am taking fire. I see one of them. Be prepared. I have been down. Yeah, one squad. Yeah, one squad.
Go for it.
I won't always be
Shot at. Broke their shield now.
I downed one. Yeah, one squad nearby.
Under the upgrade. I'm upgraded. I'm ready to jam.
Killed one. I killed an enemy. Rolling in right here. You go that way.
Watch your back. I won't always be around. Watch your back. I won't always be around.
Pass me that thing.
Picking up.
Hold on. Shields recharging.
Are you chasing him?
Attention. Delivering care package.
Yeah, there are no squads near us. Incoming care package. I love loot. Target spotted. Yeah, got one of them here.
New kill leader appointed.
Fight. Enemy shooting. Keep eyes on the new kill leader. I downed one.
Alright, on me.
Here's one. That's what's the crew. Zipline deployed. Reloading. First squad deleted.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Reloading. I'm kill leader. They'll be coming for me. No squads around us.
Signaling my drone back.
I need optimal. Sure. There are no squads near us.
Come and get your birthday present.
Kill a cargo bot.
Good. Champion out.
We need to make sure. Gotta hop up here. Ham up. Optics here. Close range. Chua, I got a vault key. Chua, there are no squads near us. Signaling my drone back. Crafting. 1 minute, friends. Backpack here. Level 2.
Yeah, I opened the vault.
an extended mag for my energy
I have an
weapon.
extended sniper mag here. Level 3. Yeah, there are no squads near us. Located a survey beacon over there. I've located the enemy's positions.
Supply bin over there. It's got stuff. And a little more stuff.
Over there. I need an extended light mag.
Extended light mag here. Level 3. Let's go over there.
Okay. And now, the ring cards on here.
I'm fine.
The next ring is quite far.
Replicator on its way down.
Setting up a set
Got one of them here. Try Bulgania. There are 2 squads near us.
frag out.
3 of the squads are close. Logged off my drone.
Frag out.
One is low.
Enemy taken down.
Reloading. Killed one. Yeah, 2 squads nearby.
Listen up, the ring betrayed. Shield now. Reloading. Recharging my shield.
Recharging my shields.
Perez.
Come on, stay alert.
Jesus, he's low. Me with the heat.
I am repairing myself.
Last line. Enemy shields broken.
Hold on.
Showed up. And then we guys have evac. We need that Q shield that you guys have. Hope this guy has his back.
No.
Setting up. Repairing.
One second.
I am repairing myself.
Damn, that evac is great.
I'm fine. Just fixing up.
Fuck, I'm dead.
Just as good. Range close.
I'm fine. Just fixing up.
Come on, say hello. Just a second. 1 second.
We should go that way. Repairing. 10 seconds to get back on the... I'm fine. Just fixing up. Might be something good this way. All right. Hold on. Shields recharging.
Surprise.
Yeah, the ring's catching up to us.
Deploying headstone. Just a second. 1 second.
Hold on. Shields recharging. Repairing.
The teams are allowed.
Care package over there. I see one of them. Be prepared. Standard stock here. Level 2. I see an enemy over there.
Going on roof.
Someone near me. They may know I'm here.
Calling in a lifeline package.
Care package over there. The ring is close. 60 seconds left. I think we should move that way. Understood. Giving my shields a recharge.
Not far from the ring. Half a minute.
They're leaving.
Rings around the corner.
Got eyes on one of them over there.
Hostile spotted.
Let's go there. Broke that enemy shield.
Just giving my shield.
Look out, grenade. Giving my shield a recharge. Many squads nearby. Forward door.
Hit him for 50.
Taking fire. Enemies right here. Recharging shields.
Recharging my shield.
How many bats you guys got?
Say hello.
Oh, I got 2.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Respawn beacon.
Fire. Just giving my shields a recharge.
They're pushing.
We're close to the... Hold on. Shields recharging.
The Bangalore.
Instant.
Bangalore.
take this geyser if we have to.
10 seconds to get back on the grid.
I'm crafting.
Shields are recharged.
Shield to recharge.
Enemy over there.
Giving my shield to recharge.
Push me right here.
Fire.
Reloading. Hold on.
Shields are mounted present.
Only 2 squads left. Reloading.
2 squad near. Control panic.
Extended lifeline gap. Level 4.
Climb this mountain.
Giving my shield to recharge.
I don't have any more batteries left, bro. I'm pushing this guy inside of the...
I have been down.
These guys are just playing like fucking dicks.
Final rings closing.
stop me.
We will defeat all of our enemies. Walter Fuse Fitzroy at your bloody service.
This is your champion.
I'm the jump master. AJ Shea, lead on my way.
I'm the jump master. No pressure, me.
I have more real fingers than you have brain cells.
I can cook, clean, and defend my teammates.
Where are you gonna drop?
This might be a good place to land.
Okay.
Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun. First blood on the enemy.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
The map says not all of us are inside the next ring. Extended sniper mag here. Zenno here.
I didn't even get a gun.
Oi, extra supplies here. Need an extended energy mag.
I leveled up. Now let's get an upgrade. We're all inside the ring. Good.
The champion has been eliminated.
Extra supplies over here. Champion up. Got an upgrade. Gonna put it to use.
New kill leader appointed.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Care package being delivered.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Big James in that.
Shotgun bolt here. Optics here.
I'm crafted.
Care package over there.
Extended light mag here. Leather too.
Hit a cargo box. I'm crafted.
Oh. Wait.
Ready to
Did you
fly
take
on
my
the
fucking...
zipline. I am. Extended light mag here. Level 4. Might be good to watch right here. I'll do it.
Come and get your birthday present. Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 1. Backpack
open
here.
and rear
Level
enemy
2.
share it. Extended backpack here. Level 2. Backpack. Extended heavy mag here.
I
Got a
need
hop
it.
up here. Disruptor. Laser sight here. Level 3.
I need it. Cancel that. I need it.
Gonna go loot there.
Extended light mag here. Level 3. Using grapple.
Contact with iStyle.
What do you say we move here?
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Half the squad's left.
Grappling.
Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
I need it.
Oi, extra supplies here.
Laser
Extended
sight
heavy
here.
mag here.
Level 3.
Level 4.
Use that.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Replicator incoming. How good is that?
So many death boxes in the middle.
Huh?
Damn, I kind of in circle. I don't know. Just go fight and come back.
Fresh, he's cracked.
Focused over here.
My bad.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Go on, watch out.
Let's regroup there, friend. I miss you.
Come and get
Another
your
squad's
birthday
been there.
present.
Oi, survey beacon. Let's hunker down and swap stories there.
Who's ready to fly on a zipline? I am. Friends, check your maps. Let's go over there.
Head that way, fellas. Let's take a crack at defending here.
I better grab an upgrade. Goes well with my level up. Upgraded and good to go.
Lucky us. We are all ready. Let's check out that way, friends.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Got a secure package coming in.
I need a barrel mod. Shield battery here. Phoenix kit. Shield battery here.
Ready to fly on a zip line. I am.
Got a replicator coming down. One minute. Rings nearby.
Replicator encounter there. Perfect for cuts and broken bones. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. The ring's close.
Calling in a lifeline package.
Backpack here. Level 3. Listen up, fellas. The ring's moving and we're on the wrong side of it.
You hear that?
Let's go
There's
over
a care
there.
package coming down.
Enemies flying over there. Stand back, knuckle busters firing. Enemy shield. Enemy down. Got it. Recharging me shields. Reloading. Hostile right here. All right, cover.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Another squad.
Of course.
Oh, that guy's nuts.
He's like 1 HP.
Check it. I made it to Silva.
Let's go. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit.
Win that 1-to-1 matchup.
They were, so he did get lucky with the time that he decided to cinch on back. Max knows he has to fight. It's a flash available to try and set this up. They're blocked for now, again, and good timing on this util.
Yeah, last time this did make G2 uncomfortable, but they managed to get into the site with just a couple of seconds to spare. Nexa trying to keep the A players busy. And oh, DGT and Max have both started to be the moths to that flame. And so with the B side wide open, G2, they're just puppet mastering their way into some of these rounds here. It's like Inferno 101. It's one of the reasons G2's Inferno has been so successful for them, is they can keep the presence, they can keep the deception, and make that right choice, an educated gamble.
That is the change for them in this matchup compared to some of their others in this tournament, is they are doing a whole lot more on the rest of the map. It was so much B play the last few times that we saw G2. DGT came over to investigate, and he's quite lucky there was a redeploy of a CT smoke. And also surprisingly, Nexa hasn't really been too disruptive on this lurk. He's essentially secured the round, but I thought he might go looking and get a kill or two. Removing these rifles would be great.
Looks like DGT might not be able to bring that AK into the next round for the CT. Oh, 4x3. Get your nose off the monitor.
Oh dear.
Lean back in your chair. Oh, Nexa takes it away from him. You're gonna feel a bit foolish after that one, a bit hot under the collar. Just maybe an inch further back, he might have spotted him. What's he on? Let me check it. I'm gonna check his aspect ratio.
It's like wearing horse blinders. Yeah. So close to the screen. I guess he can't see the crowd. Look how ridiculous this looks. Not a bit of a laugh about that one, but all right. Turning point in the half. Only 2 rounds remaining. G2, you win this one, you wipe the board, you can walk away with 7. I'd say you need to win this to give yourself something to fight with.
Oh, Martinez just losing his head to the Monacy. AK-47. Gorp taken out, Max will equip it, Buddha with an MP9 re-aggress, Hunter with the bomb on his back. This could go wrong, and just like that, it has! Buddha's MP9 finds a double kill, finds the bomb, Nexa activates, but not very nice on the first. He takes cover, let's maybe Stewie play next. He's throwing out smoke to delay, obscure view, and facilitate a reposition. Stu grabs that molly, try and clear out the close cubby, and Buddha doesn't really have the health to deny this, so picking up the bomb and making their move into the site. Now smoke is fading, and as Stewie punches in the code, it's all onto Nexa. They don't choose to push to punish the 1v2. And so now this 3v2 takes shape once more. Can G2 count on Stewie and Nexa to make a sick the reality? Grouping up. Surely some trade potential on Buddha with the low HP. He can swing through first. He even has a Molotov to deny the concern about Pit. Nexa's angle's being adopted. Stewie's going to have to build a round out of this. If Nexa goes down, it's one. And Stewie in the clutch, he's got this. It's just DGT. A tap to the dome is all that's required. It is DGT
He's going to find the kid, though. He's going to find the kid. His teammate had one.
Oh, I don't know.
It's going to be close.
Hold your breath. Stewie can't do it a second longer. And DGT composed. Didn't get flustered. He found the kit. The comms must be good. They're flowing despite the presence of that crowd, despite the additional pressures of a semi-final.
Yeah, fortunate where the corpses fell, huh?
Look at the clock. I mean, truly, a couple of milliseconds in that.
All right, well, that's kept them in it for potentially 9Z with the 7th on the half. Remember, this is G2's pick. We've got Dust2 coming up next. Back and forth for the last spree of rounds. Aggression again, Max. This time he's straight in for the fight towards second middle.
An aggressive setup like this, it might be disruptive. The smoke implies something fishy afoot. Spam from NiKo. That's ridiculous. Oh, God, he gets a second. What is that up to DGT? That is nonsense. The last bullet of the spray. NiKo with a double kill, round-defining double kill. He hasn't seen either of them.
And they're still bothering to execute on towards B.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
9-0 in absolute tatters. Nexa can probably deal with this, and it'll be 6-6 on the half.
Wow, NiKo teaching us how to do it. Do it with style. Quasso peeking Max, yeah, good luck. I mean, you already smoked off 4 players anticipating your arrival. They know where you're coming from. The double HEs, the jig is up. And so is the half. 6-6 on the half, it's G2's pick. This semi-final is just heating up. If the chance didn't make it evident, we are here on USA soil.
That's home soil for G-Stu.
That's right, G-Stu and the revival of North American Counter-Strike. There's a lot of anticipation in the air to see just how far G2 can push this. We talk about winning, we talk about the potency of pressure, but when you've got nothing to lose, it is easier to win. But right now, they're starting to believe there might be something at stake, something working for G2 right now. It's 6-6 though, 9Z, they haven't rolled over. This is supposed to be a favored map to G2 and a 6-6 half right down the middle, chat.
Well, I would say that's more than par for the course for G2, right? Their CT side is where they do their best work. It's where the individuals get to lock things down. So right now, in my opinion, they're the favorite to take their map choice. Early pressure towards B, and, well, maybe just another B execute. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, this is the God Flash. Nico's cocked it. A right click, a jump, and go. It's well timed, and look at the damage m0NESY and Nico show. m0NESY 3. You dare come to our domain? Get out of here, says m0NESY. Quad kill in defense of B.
Crispy stuff. Shooting gallery for m0NESY. Putting that aim on display. He can do it with everything. The AWP, the signature weapon. And we'll get it from his perspective. Just
plucks them out of the air.
Removing heads left, right, and center. Doesn't even have to see him. That's both pistols for G2.
You know it's good when he's impressed. He's impressing himself.
Disgusted at his own...
And look what that's led to. Oh, I can feel it in my waters, Chad.
Yeah, Glock round, right?
No, oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's actually a bit scary. But I'm looking at m0NESY, and this is a man that's not afraid to take a duel
He's got the bloodlust right now.
Oh, yeah. He's got his helmet, he's got his M4, and he's got that bloodlust. Just wants to get this formality over and done with. Now, Snexa and Stewie have been equipped with MP9s. One would assume a little more liberty to those MP9s once the time ticks down.
They are very passive across the map right now, G2. No pressure towards Banana. That also means no information. m0NESY got a little bit over towards middle, but he's playing with that rifle at range. They are playing this one extremely safe. Modern day Counter-Strike, you tend to play a lot more transitional, right? You go for the feelers, you drop back into a different setup. Right now, they've essentially started passive, and m0NESY only goes 1 for 1.
Yeah, that lust punished. Hunter should be able to finish things off nicely. No armor on them, but no bullets for Hunter. Martinez with m0NESY's M4.
Give us another G2 classic!
No, it's not! Nexa down in the pit to the double Glock, and now it's a 2 versus 2 on an eco. This is G2's hardest round somehow, inexplicably. These rounds continue to go wrong, but Stewie, he says he knows how to win these rounds, and now he's doing just that. Forces the cancel on the bomb plant, but Martinez, he gets off it. Oh, it comes down to a 1 versus 1. Stewie, he puts his money where his mouth is there. He is going to save G2. Costly, but stopped from having red faces. That got too close.
Yeah, do not fear, Stewie's here. This is no longer a cliche for G2. This is just a reality that these type of rounds are the bane of their existence. They just get across the line, but that should never be so close. That was literally just Glocks.
I hate that you were right. I hate that you were right. I'm sure G2 do too.
Well, Taz, he is going to try and calm them down.
Lads. If you're not gonna, if you're not gonna cry, you should probably laugh about that one. You can see a little smirk on Hunter's face, especially with Taz on the mic now, just to make sure they're situated. This is gonna be guns. This is the big round.
Well, the ramifications have just been turned up to 11.
I see you.
Because we just lost 4 players in the previous. And now if they win this round, we're going to have absolutely nothing going into the next.
Peanuts. A couple of gummy bears.
They've been able to get out 4 M4s, 2 MP9s. So as far as the firepower is concerned, 9Z have them trumped.
How does this smoke exchange boil out? I see Martinez has thrown that from
Look at this,
smoke.
straight up the guts, Alex.
Oh, yeah, no, look. No hesitation. Hunter's getting a lot of pressure thrown his way. Buddha takes him down. m0NESY keeps it level and then some. By finding Buddha, Max had some damage inflicted, and Max has got the bomb already towards the arch side. He's going to have to try and make a hero maneuver here. DGT responsible for the potential on the pit side. m0NESY noted towards that location. A smoke library obscures. DGT on the crawl. That's a lot of damage, Mags. Very vulnerable now. Very uncomfortable for 9Z. Certainly not impossible.
Stewie has to address the possibility of B, so he's rotated back, no longer in CT spawn. Nico's really not supporting, he's just cutting off the mid to B. This is on m0NESY and Nexa.
Yeah, Nexa's had confirmation of his location. Forced to make a decision. The crossfire here is deadly, but so is Martinez, the Spaniard. He steps up, and in combination with Max, they take the site. m0NESY, he can't find anything. Their patience, it's been rewarded with a bomb plant.
Nico's having a look. They're not just going for the save.
We talked about their finances, Chad. Their shortcomings in the previous round means if they let this go, if they lose all their rifles, they are sent straight back to poverty. Smoke will make things difficult. Gives Nico some freedoms. An elevated angle.
What a swing!
Look at that from Martinez. 100 miles an hour around the corner. Now no bullets for Stu. He's not got any hope. And now they've got no money. 8-7, 9Z. They dug themselves out of trouble there. Those two frags into the site. Nexa couldn't do anything. And m0NESY, your king, still got dethroned in this one.
It's interesting to see such a pacey call, knowing they likely had weaponry advantage there from 9Z. Right, the fact that they've gone for something quite direct out of spawn. But the way that they handled that within the mid-round, they kept their cool, right? They stayed poised, they made sure they could transition that bomb back, grouped up. Some great shooting from Martinez. Difference maker to draw this just to a one-round game. And wow, G2 with the force. This can get much worse for them. Remember, for 9Z, these are individuals who, well, we spoke about it. They came last to IEM Chengdu. And now they're in the semi-finals in Dallas. This is a stage match for these lads. Every game they play, it's like a dream. This is what you're playing for. This is the whole underdog conversation. I know that would unravel the NA revival and the return of Stewie 2K, but regardless, 9Z, they have quite the story as well.
Last place in Chengdu. I mean,
they lost to G2 in the best of one, and then they lost to Heroic.
And now look at them, flying oh so high in Dallas. And competitive in our first map of this semi-final. I was hesitant to expect the same performance from them with a couple of days off. But they've come in focused, making G2 sweat.
Wow, here comes the second layer. 9Z have top mid control. Now they're dropping down the next element of control. Trash Molly smokes towards Arch and Library. m0NESY with the scout, doesn't hit the tag. Pressure over towards A.
That's just hwasopeak, but he's a real threat now. He can actually synchronize with the rest of his squad. They're all distracted, and he can come in from behind to finish off the job. Hunter, he is no more, and neither is this G2 force. Farming, just farming frags. Both go the way of the MAC-10. He gets 3. 1,800. Extra dollars for hwasopeak. Does he keep the MAC-10? I mean, he knows they're on an economical, probably going to be very comfortable for 9Z to take the 9th.
I'm sorry, it just dawned on me how dominant G2 was yesterday over FaZe.
Yeah.
And now, like, 9Z tied up 8-8 in a favorable position to get the 9th. Playing some well-rounded Counter-Strike. What has Dallas been other than a fever dream?
It's solid Counter-Strike. This is the G2 that made FaZe look foolish yesterday. A FaZe that up until the last event had made every single grand final.
Yeah, they got knocked off at EPL, and then coming in, you think, oh, is it a bounce back?
One would assume. I imagine they did too.
And you get tweets out of Rain and Carrigan saying, you know, some of the worst Counter-Strike they've ever played. They looked absolutely absent. Well, the crowd trying to will G2 into it. I think you might have to wait around before you see much action, unless the trap is sprung over towards B. Just over a minute left on the clock for 9Z to put their feelers out and suss the situation.
Yeah, but hwasopeak's looking like he's playing his game. He's walking through smoke, communicating, taking space, playing his role.
Calling a lock clear. Absolutely no resistance thus far. Bomb to be picked up by Max on the second try. They're just clamping in down on A. So worst case, they're up in apps. Maybe a pit stack. Site will be cleared in a moment. Only one spotted. Nobody else springs out, and that's it. You know this coast is clear. And the kills just keep coming. Next, I might grab one.
Don't want to give anything away here. Martinez is riding that fine line. And they'll even hoover up a couple extra kills on the SMG. 6 kills from Huaso Peak on the MAC-10 in the last 2 of play.
Isn't it insane? In both of the early stages of these two halves, there's been multiple rounds where 9Z have gone back-to-back with 5 staying alive. They did 3 consecutive in the first half. Now they've done 2. If they do it again right now, surely not. They're up against the guns of G2. They'll be setting the red carpet, ready to pick up map number 1 and then go into their turf of Dust 2.
I mean, we've seen a scout, but no Monacy Orb. On the CT side, I think that's a huge contributing factor into when G2 CT side feels locked down.
Only 2 incendiaries as well for G2. I know they've been nerfed, but that's still going to make things a little bit tougher. Lower crowd control utility.
Stewie's quite isolated here. He's committed, so if there's a Molotov...
You're in trouble, mate.
He is going to be isolated.
What?
Overlooked. They walked straight past him. Stewie gets a free frag, and if he finds the second, the round is done. He's getting overwhelmed now by Buddha. A long, drawn-out trade, but it's provided nonetheless.
Yeah, someone's definitely looking down upon Stewie. Not cleared in that moment. Gets one that's probably more than it was worth considering the circumstances.
That's a lot of util landing towards Nico and Hunter. The cousins partner up.
Coming in.
Full commit. Nice work from Hunter. Down to Huaso. It's up to Nico. Solid at the first. Oh, and look at the precision. Makes the second look all too easy. The third is asking too much, it seems. The 1v3 for Martinez. He's looked very crispy with the rifle so far. Up against Monacy and Nexa. Tucks in, and now tucked in tight by Nexa. His first glance, the patience was there. The double kill from Nico felt very influential as well, just to soften the load for the retake.
The detail in that round and why that's so easy in the 1-on-2 is because they knew exactly where Martinez was planting. And Monacy, instead of extending and just looking for the fight, he took a passive angle to make sure that Martinez could only be, from their perspective, on the left-hand side of the site. So that meant they could have just focused their attention completely on triple oranges, and you can see they're both laser beaming in that direction. And yes, Stewie, fantastic to grab one, considering how that scenario was looking to unfold, but still a bit ropey with the finances. Stewie into an MP9. 9Z, they brought out the AWP for Martinez. AK's into the rest, and an aggressive pick to apply some early banana pressure.
That's a very well-placed nade. Between the legs of Martinez and Buddha.
This bomb site's more than fortified. Stewie and Nico will play first, and then it's about Hunter just keeping his head down and mopping up.
Oh, he's playing a dangerous game, is Stu. Distraction, shoulder from Nico. Tries to delay with the incendiary. The flash is great, but no one goes down.
All 5 top banana for 9Z. They definitely wanted to punish if they got the pick. DGT, scary games right now in the smoke. Has to be careful. Doesn't want to give away his life. Does. Plenty of time available, but the nade, that'll send him packing. Look at the util still for a 9Z execute. They're just allowing these rifles and AWP to search, but that will have to explode.
They've been flying blind this whole time on A. Question is this a full commit? But as the two smokes, they land. The cavalry get on their mounts, their trusty steeds. They need to get it to the A-site stat. Huaso Peak already on the warpath. Monacy has to find a decision, find an angle he's comfortable on. It's Nexa that will be the first contact. Martinez has been brought even low. Nexa, what's he done that for? Didn't want to take a fight, now from behind. Hunter's down, and with 7 seconds, they're punching in the code. Scraps of HP on the majority, and a Huaso Peak double. Takes down Nico. 9Z, the first to find double digits. Stewie down as well. Oh, they are just hanging on by a thread in some of these rounds. I have to ask more questions of that Nexa death.
I was focused on the flank. I was looking at the Stewie and Hunter just absolutely teaming quickly. Down banana, up middle. So he's gone and stood in the flames, and what's happened there?
Like, Maybe.
Look, you're a pit anchor. You
Sounds-
want to try and delay. You know that flank's coming fast, but that it just looks like a massive fumble from Nexa. And it's an important round. Look at 9Z. These young guns, the Latin Americans getting fired up because that's an impactful round onto G2.
And the pressure they were applying, it was so well synchronized.
They just stayed as a pack.
Yep. I mean, the util was there. We discussed, you know, the penny dropped, the B rotate was on its way, but the util was there to block the positioning and the crunch onto the A site. Admittedly, Nexa did concede a very powerful position in the crossfire he had established with m0NESY. A cockerel.
G2,
Right, now,
look
yeah.
at the bitter pill they've had to swallow. 2,400 lost into the next. They will be able to buy. I wonder if NiKo wants to get the AWP into the hands of m0NESY. It really, at the moment, look, they've got 15 and 13 kills respectively between the two of them. Nobody else on G2 hitting the double digits just yet. Hunter was a big part of their performance yesterday.
Oh, that's lovely from Buddha.
Info.
Yeah, and actually great
overcook it,
damage.
lads.
Great damage. 2 kills. Now Vasopeak got caught out by m0NESY. Oh, Stu with a jump. No. Oh no! Nexa burnt, singed toes, and down goes the 11th.
Yeah, someone get the fire department on the line for Nexa.
Yeah, someone get him some flame retardant clothing.
Burn cream.
You're doing great, man. 2 is all that 9Z need to take G2's map pick in this semi-final. Nexa cooked to a crisp once more. And now, as you prophesized, that NiKo saved pennies puts into the win condition.
And Stewie with what is becoming his signature MP9. I think he's had more impact rounds with that than
Yeah.
the rifle throughout this tournament, but regardless, as long as he gets it done. Headbutts the nade, Martinez. More utility. Put over the top. Will extinguish. But exchanging util and banana now with the change of incendiary means the T's will always win out that fight unless Stewie can make some magic happen. It's NiKo up to the plate, the nade's done, and that's 2 dead.
Oh, look at them work. What's going on? NiKo nearly goes down to the flames there as well, but the combination there, the Stewie drive by, the NiKo nade, then the NiKo re-aggress, it sets G2 up for a clean conversion here. You've taken the AWP threat away.
I don't know if they're out of the woods just yet because of NiKo's HP.
Sure.
9Z have tried a couple of contact maneuvers. That's a deep smoke to block off the mouth of banana.
I am surprised they haven't swapped weapons.
Well, they're
NiKo
gonna
more of
clear.
a distraction.
They're
They
gonna
just
clear.
contact. Stewie primed and ready. It's the MP9 in Stewie's hands that once again finds impact. m0NESY will close, and G2 a convincing CT round. But is it Stu? I would say so. m0NESY's AWP just putting the cherry on top in that one. NiKo and Stewie locking it down, doing themselves proud.
I honestly think he should just rock the MP9. It's great. With his playstyle, he always wants to keep moving. He's going to get himself into an A4. But the crowd like that one, the hometown hero. The return of one of North America's greats. It's not what anybody was expecting, but it's definitely delivered the content, and that's what Stewie's all about, the attitude with it. The scalps they've taken on this road, it's been no easy beat for either team, but G2's had the spotlight. A complexity M80, Team Liquid, nah, G2 with Stewie 2K, that's the North American representation.
Yeah, of all the teams in attendance, didn't suspect it was the G2 operating with a stand-in to make such a competitive run here at the Intel Extreme Masters.
Banana completely constricted right now. NiKo jump spot with the smoke. He's going to get the information from Stewie that there's noise towards the T stairs. Do they want to take the fight or do they want to block them? Well, there's your answer. Walking through, do they clear Stewie?
Oh no, empty-handed there. It kind of just spoilt for choice, and it's, oh, it's up to NiKo! A triple kill! Oh, and it's a quad! NiKo! He gives us all the tutorial on locking it down. 9Z sent back to spawn by Nikola Kovac.
Has to get that focus right on. He's doing the in-game leadership here in Dallas. Smile on the face, you can understand why. Not the biggest fan of CS2 in the early days, but rounds like this, that's going to change the tune.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's going to happen. You know who you're up against? The world #1 rifler. Getting situated into the new engine, but when you have rounds like that, sequences like that from NiKo, it serves as a reminder of who the hell he is.
That really could have gotten out of control, right? NiKo only gets one, gets traded, the big bomb site's given up, notoriously difficult to retake. But he stunts them, he stops them, and he keeps 9Z at 11 to tie things up. Now it's anybody's map. Lost bonus starting to build for 9Z. They've been able to get in a bit of a half investment. AK Khalil, a couple of upgraded pistols. We've already discussed this. These lighter rounds tend to be the hiccups for G2.
Stewie saved him from one. Will this one get sketchy? In round 23, this is a big round. For G2, it's supposed to be a formality. This is supposed to put them on map point, their map, no less.
Their rotation is miles away, and A has no info. No info at all. They've respected the top banana control util. And protocol response. Boost over, logs, play for info. Get as high as you can, make sure they haven't actually pushed out towards those sandbags. They are still setting up this B execute. Once he's come across, he's dropped out some more utility of his own.
This passive nature of Hunter and Nexa, they're still flying blind as to what could be occupying the brackets and apartments. You can see m0NESY acknowledging that gap.
Was the plan just to draw out an extra smoke? Well, they've been able to do it. Still 4 smokes remaining for 9Z's finish, and again, they just say this Wolfpack mentality. 35 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's time for Nectar to redeem himself. This is an important round for G2. Him and Hunter partner up, a smoke to segregate, but this elevated angle, what's next is pre-aiming. Lovely work from the both of them, but they're down after one. m0NESY just in time to catch Hwasa peak. Takes down the Tech-9 up, not before he did damage and posted his 22nd. Can Martinez and DGT convert the post plant? That smoke is brutal.
There's another one on DGT that he can drop as well. It's going to have to beat NiKo and Stewie through the short side.
Yeah, DGT's got a real angle here, though. And as long as that smoke stays up, he can hold it now. His position is noted. Stewie and NiKo, so long as it's a trade, DGT gets one, gets away. Martinez steps wide, goes down. A 1v2, can you do it? NiKo doesn't think so. And just enough time, the 12 comes in. So close, DGT a triple kill, one more. And it's 9Z's.
The heart rate for G2 has to be through the roof. Again, just another one of these lighter investments, and 9Z almost cracked through.
I thought it was happening for a second there. Hunter and Nexa, they get their one. That kill from m0NESY helped level the odds prior to the arrival of NiKo, and NiKo catching this elevated angle. Oh, it's frustrating, no doubt. So close to manifesting a brilliant 12th round. Instead, it's G2's. Strap in, folks. This could be quick. OT or G2 1-0 up in this semi-final. And the pressure on 9Z to call the shot, to make the right call. With so much at stake, you don't want to be the one to step a foot wrong.
Working on this banana control, need to get past m0NESY if they go for the boost. He's quick!
Oh, sheesh!
He is quick.
Burda's on notice right now.
You got to question where he's even looking. Is he even focused on the crosshair or the boost? Just ready to pull it?
That's just absolute muscle memory.
Well, Bogdan's Law makes sense. We are in the States.
Lovely chip damage. 9Z, they're walking wonky. NiKo, he's been dispatched to provide support to the A finish. 50 HP for Nexa. Anticipating a Molotov. Max ahead. Perhaps of the expectation, the timing was there. Hunter was too, and now he's bleeding. Nade doesn't finish him off. 10 HP. Now Nexa deploys the extinguish. He's learned his lesson. NiKo, this is the element of surprise, and he's going to provide. It's 3 out of NiKo. The
impact from Stewie. And they are one map away from the grand finals.
And it's down to Cat in a 1 versus 4. The spray is good. They don't have the ball as well. Flush grab the second kill here. The third one as well from Cat. Finds his time, wastes his time, and gets the kill. Nice towards the water, over towards ABC. 3-1, second one coming through. Can it be triple? It is. On the sideline fans.
Brace for impact.
When your world falls to pieces, ask yourself, who keeps fighting?
Well, 100 Intel Extreme Masters, it has never quite been like this, especially for a team like 9Z. However, the majority of G2 have been in this situation, and boy, were they put to the test here on Inferno. Let me go ahead and welcome you back to Dallas, Texas. As you can see, that was a heater for Nico.
You know what he said there, Trace.
I know exactly.
It's your favorite Serbian words.
Should I give it a shot?
Probably not.
Okay, I just thought I would say so. Anyway, yeah, 13-11 is G2. They get pushed around a little bit on Inferno, but overall, on the back of some brilliant individual efforts there, G2 hold on tight, Josh.
I mean, that's the name of the game for G2 is the back of individual effort. It's not even really team play. It's Nico getting 4Ks, 3Ks, just like these insane lockdowns, especially on the CT side. And Monazy on the T side frying with the AK. It's not even like we know him for the op. We know him for just being lightning fast, but did we expect him to be entering and then also closing rounds out the style that he was doing? Well, I mean, they needed it.
You know how we call FaZe the great procrastinators? G2 are the content team, right? They just do it for the content, Trace, you know. Again,
is that why Nexa kept barbecuing himself?
Drama against the Glocks, of course, comes down to a 1v1. Nexa just running into fire, 100 HP, burning himself. I don't know if you could hear it on stream, guys, the roar from the crowd when he smoked the molly. It was almost as big as the one where they actually won the game. It's like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
He does something, and that's a good thing for Nexa and company. But for us, let's look into that nitty-gritty. And I don't mean doing some weird dance with your hands and stuff.
No, yeah, let's do the round 5 from the start of the game, right? Because Josh was talking a lot about G2's T side, focus so much on Banana. That might be a problem, right? It was really one-dimensional against Liquid. So here's what they do in their first actual gun round, because they lost the force buy after winning the pistol, right? It's just the smoke, bottom B to draw the attention, right? To keep the 3 CTs there. You can see the 3 CTs there. They walk into their own smoke, top mid. They're just waiting for the fade. Nexus creeping up, closer apps, right? And now they just pounce on the bottom side. You can see Hunter kills Quaso Peak, Nico catches DGT off guard, Nexa kills Martinez. This is it, round over, clean round for G2 in the first gun round.
Yeah, it's something that we haven't seen from G2, as you pointed out, is that...
All right, we're into quick research phase.
I'll lab for you.
Hey, thanks Taco Cup for the $100.
So you would do this like you would do a similar enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
How
it.
like? Okay, Doug.
Maybe?
I guess now.
Like, have you ever
Ludwig.
played original Mario, Doug? Like, just Mario
Actually,
Bros.
I feel like Ludwig.
never.
I feel like Ludwig kind of gets the idea. Of
I think Ludwig's gonna beat it first.
Oh, Void.
Wait, does he win the race if he wins on my account?
I mean, Ludwig's the rule, so I mean.
Did you get it?
No. Wait, are they playing each other's levels?
Yeah,
Wait, I
yeah,
just
they
realized
are.
they both are.
Alive,
Oh no! Fuck! His arm is so big.
The pipe now.
Bulbous.
Oh, Ludwig died on the thwomp.
I understand.
You get the tech now.
You want to go behind him.
Also, Eric, I wouldn't do the spin jump off that wall.
Yeah, you never want to spin jump unless you have to.
Wait,
Yeah.
you can spin jump on a wall?
You literally just did it.
Yeah, I just figured that out.
Then why are you
shocked
surprised?
whenever I said don't do that?
Wait, you said don't do that?
Yes!
Oh, shit.
Then why were you surprised at?
I didn't know you could do it.
Eric, you're doing great, buddy.
Wait, Void's about to clear? Void's about to clear?
Oh, Void clear?
No, Eric, I remember.
Okay, here's
You're doing
Mario.
great
Check it out.
sport.
Well done, Void. Well done, Void.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
This
some
actually
claps
might
and
tie
Deals
up.
to run on his nose.
This Let's might go, tie
Good
up.
news. You're there too.
Part of the level, I think, is way easier.
Wait. Against all
Ludwig
odds,
is now also at the final level.
Ludwig is tied with Doug at the final level.
Jump on his nose.
Beat his ass!
Beat his ass,
I think you
bro.
dead ass jump on his nose, his big old
Okay.
Like a
Wow.
shark. Like a shark. Like a
You
shark.
cannot jump on Bowser's nose.
Yes,
all
you
right?
can.
No, you absolutely cannot
Jump in
do
his
that.
mouth.
Level. What that mouth do?
Beat him up
Coney.
on the inside.
Coney, I kind of want to know, where would you be in the super world in skill?
Oh my god, not here.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
No,
Okay.
I'd be still at the shell jump.
Do we tell Void
No.
the crossroads he's at? He's at
This is
10
the
lives. I
worst
feel like we tell
level.
him.
Bro, Bowser's
you tell
good.
him.
Yo, Void.
Bowser's
So
good.
you can either do this level, which is hard, or you can do a troll level.
Oh my God.
I think you take
You
the
guys
troll
are
level.
so
take
close.
the troll level. Yeah.
Wait, what is going on?
Okay,
I'm
all
just
right,
straight. What?
okay,
He put him in a
okay.
cage. He put him in a cage.
Doug's got it.
cooking. Doug's
What
cooking.
do I do Wait, what do you do? He's contained.
You have the same idea. Yeah, you got it.
Wait, where is he
Oh,
going?
it's right there,
No
it's
way.
right there.
No way.
I lead him over
Oh,
here.
Where is he
Doug's
going?
seeing it.
Where is he going?
Right?
There
I
you
lead
go.
him.
Right now, they're against G2's best map. Monazi and Nico are on form right now, and they are two of the world's best players and for multiple years running. So when they're going up against that and they're keeping it this tight, 13-11 on G2's map pick, first game of the series, you know, it's good to go into the next round, the next map, knowing that 9Z can deliver, and they're not here, they're not shook, they're performing well.
Yeah, and they can hang. They're doing it on the stage right now in front of everybody, in
The
front of
best
us,
way
in
to
front of
do it
G2, in front of
is
the crowd. And
search it
speaking
on
of doing
Reddit,
it all,
find
it
the
is our United
freaking,
States Air Force.
pancake
Aim high
recipe with the
player
highest
of
upvote.
the match thus far, and it is not him, but I can't tell you
was it, though,
who
in
it
the-
is.
He
I
was
mean, he
really-
is him.
He
Don't get
was
me wrong.
really good in the previous series, though.
He is
It was
him.
so good that they had to bring it up again.
Look, he's him Kardashian. He's Timothy Neutron. It's Nico.
It's Nico.
Thank you, goodness.
Yeah, I think he had a really good map individually, good calling. I think towards the end of the first half as well, some good kills, a couple of kills for the smoke that basically wins them the round.
2
But yeah,
HP there, by the way.
on the CT side, it's been just this round alone, really. Even in the final round of the game, I think it was a 3K that he managed to get. So you could tell he was pissed off, man.
Yeah.
I think this is because he came to A, right? He was on A there playing double pit with Nexa, and it was finally, yes, come to A now, MFer.
But in the other matches, though, especially like Nico was getting a lot of just like 1 kill rounds. Here he was getting like multi-kill rounds. Even the last round of the first half, he got the 2K spray down through the smoke. Last bullet got the second player, and that really just like stuffed 9Z because they were building this momentum. They win a big like 3v2 clutch for the second time, and then they go and they're like, oh, let's just like run at them. They smoke down middle, and they're running down. They're trying to catch G2 off guard, and then Nico just shuts them down. And when you have like this clear idea of like, hey, we want to roll our momentum forwards and just keep just pummeling them, and G2's like, nah. Nico's doing a great job.
Nah. Look, we've got something special planned, but really quickly, I want to know about, before we jump into Dust 2, a G2 CT-sided start, and with what we just saw here, Yanko, can it end in 2? Do you see 3?
I mean, it can, but 9Z has done a great job on Inferno, man. I think they've exceeded expectations a little bit, and they haven't lost the Dust 2 yet. I mean, they played it like 10 times. They're one of the most experienced teams on Dust 2, so we'll see. I think the focus for them has to be on the T side, right, to try and I think on the CT side, actually, they can play more for mid. They don't need to be players. They don't need to focus so much on tunnels. If G2 doesn't rush B, they don't really use the tunnels as much.
I think one of the things that I saw in Inferno from 9Z was how they slowed down the pace in these mid rounds after they showed their first hand, and they let G2 sweat. If they continue to do that into Dust 2, it is a perfect map to let G2 stew in the everything, no pun intended, and force up a first kill, give an opportunity for 9Z.
Just couldn't help yourself, could you?
Sorry.
And you must have been stewing on that one for, I'm kidding, I'm done. I'm done with that. We're done with that. What we are going to move into is something a little bit more different of a tone. That's right, there's one man that has most likely been here throughout the duration of all of these Intel Extreme Masters. And by that, I mean there's 100 of these bad boys. See that? Hunted. It's what it says, hunted. We're talking about the VP of Product Development, and he has brought a cool toy with him from the looks of it. He goes by the name of Carmack or Mihao, or Mihao.
Thank you, Josh.
Hey, Carmack.
Hey, Janko, there's a young man named Brandon wants your autograph, my friend.
No problem. Thank you.
So, Carmack, what you got going on here? But actually, first question, how many of these 100 IEMs have you been to?
Over 80.
Over 80.
Over 80, a large part of my life, my friend.
Yeah.
Over 80.
So,
thank you, Janko.
Coming back to NA, big deal or what?
Oh, absolutely, every time. I love the US. I love the US. You have to really pay attention not to grow very...
Yeah, it happens around here. It's an accident.
Because the food is really good.
But you brought your box with you, man. What's in the box?
Yes, I did. Listen, our friends at Intel and Acer Predator have created a special edition box to celebrate the 100th IEM.
Okay.
And I've been asked to come here and do some unboxing. So I'm not very good at that. I'm not a YouTuber, but let's check out what's inside the box.
Yeah, show me what's in your box, Carmack.
It's not the Lonely Island, it's okay.
So we got artwork, so community artists, I'm not going to show all of it, but community artists shown and have done a number of these graphics to commemorate some of the special moments, and we all probably remember this one from 2019, the Katowice Intel Extreme Masters Major. So the lucky winner, by the way, whoever is here for the grand finals may win this, what's in the box, and I'll explain. So then we got pins, right? We got pins. We've got a special edition commemorative coin that has got the number 100. But
that box looks heavy, man. Surely
it is quite heavy. It makes a sound when you open it, but you probably couldn't catch it. And then what's inside is, listen, this thing, I'm actually jealous. If anybody from Acer Predator is watching, I would like to one send to my home. As you see here, there's an engraving, a custom engraving for the 100th Intel Extreme Masters, which is cool as something I'm not allowed to say on air.
It's cool as hell. There we go.
It's cool as hell, yes. And this guy has 240 hertz. It's got a 4070 graphics card and runs on an Intel Core i7 processor. So whoever wins this, I'm jealous, especially because of this, because this is some special stuff. So mind-blowing that we've had 100 events, but what can I say?
What can I say? And don't worry, you don't have to say anything. Gentlemen, and Mr. Carmack, I'll call you a gentleman as well, I guess. Thank you very much. We do have another map to jump into. It's still 9Z. It's still G2. This is still a semifinal, and next we move on into Dust 2. A whole lot of twos around here, twos in the air. And I'm not just talking about Stu. We'll be right back after this.
It's time for the DHL Ultimate 10. Who takes the lead this late in the game? Fallen can't hold on. ESL Pro League title. It's back. Get right now. And Fallen finishes the job. Party won't stop.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, Faceit.
Max is hyped up and ready, and he said even though he knows the crowd is against him, it doesn't matter at all. They're happy that they're able to push G2 the way they did. He's still confident as ever, and he says yes, the pressure is a different feeling on the stage, but he's dealing with it very well, and the players are handling it very well. Now going into Dust 2, it's a confident pick for them, but they saw what G2 did yesterday. They have to be ready for anything, and they have to be able to fight against that crowd. Let's see if they can do it.
Okay, Dallas, we're nearly ready to get ourselves situated and into our second map of this semi-final. Are you ready for more Counter-Strike? Yeah, you've got Stu, and he's most definitely a crowd favorite, G2. Riding that to take Inferno. The first map there, pick a full battle in regulation, closing 13-11. Now we find ourselves heading to different shores. Dust 2, and a map that so far 9Z have been having a hell of a lot of success on. Taking down domestic competition's one thing, but this has been the gem in their crown in this run to the semi-final.
Quite the map, and maybe an opportunity for them to bounce back and push this to a third. So far, the quarterfinals, the semi earlier today, it's been 2-0s all the way through. And this one, well, this one might just be our most competitive yet.
It's time to do battle. On one side we have G2, on the other it's 9Z. A David vs Goliath matchup that's already been battling tooth and nail. Every round up for debate. G2 nearly slipping away up against the Ecos. What does Dust 2 have in store for us? Let's find out together. Dallas, put your hands together. It's time for map 2. CT start for G2, 9Z on the attack. Hunter even taking pot shots at the jump spot. It's Max spotting for any aggressions, nothing coming. A boost long doors, so a slower pace to this one.
A bit of a spread across the map for 9Z, just filling out any of those early aggressions. Martinez going to pivot now from top middle. We'll have to deal with NiKo, who's currently on Cat, as well as Hunter, who's spotting. Flash over and a fight. Nothing found. NiKo will stick around, probably enjoying the form that he found late within that first map of play. It's a very interesting round because Buddha has utility over towards upper tunnels. Right now, he's completely disconnected from where this round looks like it's finishing, which might just be over towards A based on that DGT boost.
Do they first continue to push this?
If they push this, there's no way in the world DGT doesn't get this kill.
You're not expecting this. And patience! It's rewarded! NiKo! He is lucky to get away with his life. They wanted answers, and they found some.
But do they pivot into the mid to B? I think they do. Buddha still towards the upper tunnels. A mid to B smoke being lined up from Max now. He even has a flash to boot.
Love smoke, smoke CT. It feels like they're
Molly for back plat as well.
Hunter and Stewie, they're going to have to really pull this one off. It has to be an early fight, and he goes for it. Hunter deleted. 2 Glock bullets to the face. Only one man. Only one man can defend this site now, and it's Stewie with the one. Quaso Peak, DGT, they get that bomb in. Next is trying to be disruptive. He tries to go ahead of the play, but it's all good in the 9Z hood.
Yeah, you can understand why they went for that push because DGT was noted on the other side of the map, and as the bomb's getting punched in, there's opportunity for a 2-on-1 in G2's favor. But not found, and 9Z will grab the pistol. Great shot from Hasao Pika on the way out mid doors. And look, DGT made good on the earlier damage because that really could have come back to haunt them. It's G2's turn to opt for the force spike. Scout in the hands of m0NESY, you can understand why. See what type of damage he's able to inflict. A couple of tags. They are going to smoke off towards the mid doors.
I've been enjoying DOS 2 for a lot of reasons, but one of them is the scout, and one of them is the early fights. NiKo, he tries his luck towards long. DGT doesn't shy away from the engagement. It leads to a nice opening kill, picked off NiKo. 0 and 2 to start us here in map 2.
Well, the fact that m0NESY still over towards A, if they try and go for the finish, he might be able to tag as they cross to Gandalf, but they have more than enough util to go for a potent execute. Goose molly, side molly, ramp molly, you name it. Could deal with the rotations as well if they'd like. Blocked for now, so trying to soak off a little bit more time. You really don't want to ward them off elsewhere.
It's the last of their smokes. So Hunter tries to burrow into a position where he can be disruptive. Will 9Z remain diligent?
m0NESY has a flash, so as it starts to fade, m0NESY can set him up.
Hunter, he has a lot on his screen.
Decent effort.
Down after the one. They know that flash was thrown. m0NESY towards the ramp expected. Next along, isolated. It is just m0NESY here, and oh, he misses his chance to jump the progression. They're advancing on his location. This is where it really gets difficult for m0NESY. A nice scout tag. He's trying every trick in the book to try and find impact, but Quaso Peak has come into Dust 2 with a point to prove. 5-0. Individual strong start.
See what they can hold on to. Buddha's looking for a way out from short. Next will likely be found over towards long in a moment's time. And there you have it, DGT and Buddha. Both closing down round number 2, and it will be the full eco for G2. So avoiding a lot of the threats in a round like that was 9Z. They didn't just go all that long. I think it really helps to get an opening kill towards the long corner. NiKo doesn't get a chance to contribute. Oh, there's Maniac's one of his best looks.
Martinez, he wants to get stuck in early.
He will be important as well because with m0NESY, if they get the AWP into his hands soon, and they should be able to, he's got 3K, right? So next gun round, he'll have the AWP. Same for Martinez, and having the fear of the AWP on Dust 2 is extremely important. So what ZywOo was able to inflict with the AWP, if you can even just make them have to use a HE or a smoke up across the mid doors, you're starting to soak out that ever-important utility. Honestly, he's found the kill.
Bit of extra cash.
Yeah. An AK on the floor. Buddha will be able to upgrade into that if you'd like. I don't foresee there being too many issues.
m0NESY's pot shots have been punished, down to 28 on the smoke spam. Max is stretching his legs up short. It is only Stu here, and a Desert Eagle certainly facilitates the potential of that one-shot headshot, but it's Max efficient with it, clears out the m0NESY crawl.
So they're heading back towards B.
Oh, good damage. A dink onto Martinez, but he will survive. The wide open B site is being explored.
They just prodded around. Look for the jewels, won them out. Now they go into an empty B bomb site and get the round finisher. Hunter and Stewie on the other side of things. Bomb to go down, and another solid round from 9Z. We'll have to, I guess, wait and see. Ooh, Hunter, that's a nice shot. Had to do a double take, but we'll remove Max. So another casualty for the round. Buddha knows where he's gotten off to. Stewie trying to track him.
Yeah, Dust too.
There. Just looked the wrong way, didn't he? Easiest kill of Buddha's life there. But this next round is going to be about what type of tone G2 want to set. Are they going to try and probe in towards lower dark? Are they going to go heavy towards that long start? We know that AWP will be out for m0NESY with 6.2k to do so. Spawns are going to dictate a lot of their decision making coming into this.
What you want for McDonald's? Put it on the card.
No one's been particularly gifted
Find the closest one.
for this fast gun round T-side spawns.
I think Max is going to boost Martinez for the mid pick.
Get some info at the bare
straight
minimum.
down.
No, they're just going to test him, and now m0NESY's going to be peeking into them, and a hard shot. Martinez bests him. Max even contributed as well. Slowed him down. That's a real gift to take down m0NESY empty-handed, and that feels like a bit of a giveaway there from Max. You had the advantage, you took down a hard hitter, but it falls into a 4v4 before they can find the final approach. Bomb still in spawn.
Yeah, we used to call that, this is a bit of an Aussie term, but biffing mid, right? The fact that you're just going down looking for those challenges. And the fact that they've swung right side and then m0NESY's peeked into it. Normally you see people trying to get to green box as quick as possible to fortify for sure. So the pathing of 9Z helped manifest an opener, but Hunter knew that he had to fight. They can't give that territory for free. It's a bit of a stack from G2. You have to hedge your bets on this map. We'll put a lot of pressure onto Stewie.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, he passed a lot of tests. The first time we saw G2 on this very map.
Ooh, what's going on here? So towards long, Hunter is completely selling Nexa. So if they do go a late long, which we can see is not going to be the case, this all has to be on Stewie. The setup on the other side of the server is just going to have to be a save.
He's in so much trouble.
Stewie has to get a multi-kill to make... He's dead. He's got no idea. We knew mid was open. He's just gone for a gamble there.
Yeah, it's not like it's going to be a jump scare. I mean, under the impression it was a possibility.
In that situation, you're just putting blind faith.
Yeah.
That, hey, I have to gamble one way or another. But that's going to be 4 in a row. 9Z looking dominant to start on Dust 2.
Yeah, I was taking a look at their wins as we discussed. Dust 2's been very good for them, 100% in the last 3 months. But 2 of those wins, the most recent wins, Vitality and Liquid. And I was taking a look, and it's the opening kills that seem to be the biggest difference maker in both of their affairs. They've been providing a huge discrepancy in the opening kill department, at least against Vitality. They had 15 to Vitality's 7.
Well, and right now in this map, in 4 rounds of play, they've got every single opening kill. So that lines up, at least for the strong start. Now the AWP will not be scavenged for G2. Loss bonus into the next is going to be maxed out at 3,400. There will be M4 drops possible, but not an AWP, so they are going to have to operate without a scope, and that seemed like quite a simple round.
Yeah, I mean, if Martinez could provide the opening kill onto m0NESY, as he just did, you see that? You see how m0NESY was kind of stuck in the mud by Max's like lack of fear? He just starts the spray, catches m0NESY with a stray bullet, and it gives Martinez enough time. Stewie, you can see he looked a bit surprised.
Yeah, I am surprised to see that he was surprised.
Yeah.
So a timeout taken from Taz. Maybe he wants to discuss the fact that, hey, there was some openings there, lads. Let's grab a little bit more heads up in those scenarios. And also the finances. As mentioned, A1Ss can be dropped. You can get a buy out of G2. but to be a little bit more jarring, maybe they have to try and unravel the default setup. But at the same time, 9Z went aggressive down the guts of middle. And that is what really caught m0NESY off guard, is their pathing, right? You don't expect them to path in that way.
6 gaming in the house. I promised you I would.
Man of his word. Okay, so NiKo with a smoke at the ready. Just for the cross, not actually going to use it to guise their way in towards lower. Here's the boost from Martinez, and he's just watching for the lower dark line. Might be upper dark pressure. Plenty of ways to skin a cat on a map like Dust 2.
Well, in the absence of an orb, Martinez feels like he's got a lot of freedoms here in middle.
And that just means you don't have to use as many flashes to take this standard short and mid control. Have so many bodies in lower tunnels, so m0NESY needs to be quite careful. Could get mollied back, forced into a weird decision. Martinez patrolling those rotations, flashed over, but nobody to fight off of it. And there's that molly, so m0NESY has to respect it. Drops back as more U2. Looks like it was ready in the pipeline. Can they find the 5th opening, 9Z? How much space they've gotten without having to worry about too many duels whatsoever. Continued pressure applied towards B. That's going to keep Stewie chirping on the mic. Now a little bit of something. Short pressure applied. m0NESY having to watch that with a rifle from Car. It's never as comfy. Silently, they're starting to group. There's very limited block utility available. It is just the molly in the hands of NiKo, who's going to get a duel towards mid, and he wins it, his first kill.
There's an opening for G2. Can they convert it here? m0NESY, lovely onto Martinez. He's actually getting a bit hungry, a bit horny. Gets another onto Poisson, and look at DGT cowering, staring at the floor. m0NESY puts him 6 feet under. Nothing here for Max. Multi-kill required. NiKo converts the opening. And G2 are on the board.
Might look a little bit silly there because 9Z, they had smokes remaining, lots of them. And they didn't go for a set piece, but they knew they weren't against an AWP. So they just tried to contact out. So m0NESY has just mauled them. That's all that happened right there. I said it's difficult to do this with a rifle, but he showed his proficiency in map number 1 on the AK, now showing on the A1S. And G2 didn't have to do a lot. They just sat, they waited, and the round came to them. That's when the individuals were on display. Now you can see the potential pressure towards lower tunnels. And smoke is a question mark. That's all it is. That's all it needs to be, because it will keep 9Z on their toes. They have to clear this out. They have to deal with this quadrant of the map. Otherwise, they're always worried about the potential flank.
Dewey, oh wow, I was gonna say he's trapped, but no. He stands up, stands out, goes wide, and Martinez doesn't hit the shot. He gets another chance. Reposition with that information in mind.
Well, G2 know they've lost short, right? They've given it up. They've also had steps there. They know there's pressure of the AWP towards upper tunnels. Oh, Stewie, this is crazy.
This is ambitious. He wants to provide the opening. A forward stance from Stu. You go for the jump. You meet the spray. 13 bullets later, he's done damage.
So much damage.
And now Hunter can perhaps finish it off neat and tidy. They don't clear him. Trigger discipline. Just for a liver. And a third is asking too much. The USP. The Glock's out quicker. 2v2, but they're wounded. Bleeding out. 9Z. They will delay. An incendiary back, 25 and counting. This is close, this is uncomfortable. If you go for the plant, they're gonna try and push, punish. DGT doesn't have the health to provide the cover, but they don't actually push in unison. They're allowed to get the bomb down. Martinez, safe from the wall bang, posts up. Knows it's m0NESY in Nexa. Yet to see a frag out of Nexa. He might have to be the difference maker here. m0NESY can close. Such low HP, you need the rifle to be the first. m0NESY deleted. Nexa will trade, can you close? No. Martinez on the AWP, hiding out on the big box. He's got the audio cue to just dance with him. Nexa none the wiser, he has no idea. Martinez is playing a wicked game here. Nexa, he has no idea. Martinez closes.
Actually played the bomb, right? You see a lot of players who probably just stand and try and go for that fight. He's really just played the bomb there, danced around the big box. Stylish finish from Martinez. And considering all the damage that Stewie did in upper tunnels, thought that it would have been enough for them to be able to mow down on the way in towards that B bomb site. But DGT with a triple kill.
Yeah, that DGT frag on Tom honestly changed the whole dynamic.
I guess it was.
Dude, he's on mid.
Oh, okay. I think they switched the guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we actually have had confirmation then. Digging into the comms, he was genuinely surprised.
It doesn't make any sense that he was genuinely surprised.
It does imply that either his minimap awareness or he was reliant on a comm.
Or he's feeling pressure.
Or a bit of both.
Right,
yeah.
because if you just glanced at the minimap for a moment, there would have been comms in the lead up to that as well. So,
because it was, you could see on the minimap, it would be too long, one ramp, the death on mid. You'll fall foul to that overlooking of information. Sometimes, you know, there are even comms that I'm not processing, just full up auditory processing error.
Directly focused on that crosshair, what's coming your way.
Yeah.
Do have a bit of a technical timeout, so just going to get things sorted before we get this one back underway. We'll hold off talking about any of the buys and what we might see into round number 7 for a moment.
5 negatives, an interesting choice.
It's a bit of a classic, Alex. They brought this one back from the dead.
Didn't take long for the Dallas crowd to lose faith. Those G2 chants have grown quite quiet.
Maybe they just want to map 3, so they're not going to support them on Dust 2. They wanted to go to Nuke.
I see.
Yanko said it's the content team. We're in America.
We've got to drag it out. It's
exactly.
like YouTube videos. It has to
Everybody
be over the
has
hour.
to go home soon if it's over in 2.
I see.
And it sounds to me like Dallas is having a good time. All right, back underway. Take issues sorted. There's a buy available for G2. Orp again for m0NESY. Gonna test his luck on the pick, but again, just running down the guards. m0NESY miss.
2 out of 2. Not quite hit the mark. And DGT, he took his spawn with that AWP, and he too has been unable to provide.
All right, well, that will get back into the hands of the Spaniard. Martinez will take that off him. And he'll continue to apply a bit more pressure towards Long. Just let them know they're up bodies in towards the bedroom.
Nice flash. Forces m0NESY back. This is an interesting angle they've adopted. Stewie and Hunter welcoming the fight, but it's an Orb crouch peeking in, and Hunter, he out-aims Martinez. Stewie commits! 9Z empty-handed in this one. There is nothing to celebrate. What do you make of that setup, Chad? That's cheeky.
Yeah, look, if you are going to get bullied on a site and it's going to become a util battle, that is one of the setups that you need to opt for, right? I know it seems a little bit crazy when you're seeing that unfold, but if a team wants to try and bully that side of the map or you're lighter on util, you need to stand and take a bit more of a favorable duel. If you don't have any information in that corridor, you can always be exploded upon. And 9Z have kept things a lot quiet in certain scenarios. They've been able to get a lot of map territory. So dealt with that with ease, and I thought Nexa would have had him cut off. Nexa's, I guess, coming on over to see if he can find himself an upgrade away from that MP9. There's plenty in tunnels, Nexa. Head over there, mate. It's all good. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. We'll catch that one again in the replay. So that's the bomb first spotted. And then Stewie just committing to the 30-bullet A4 spray.
With his teammate in front of him.
Yeah. Well, they do stick the landing on that one. They'll grab their second round on Dust 2. And DGT just looking to save, so that's going to tick on down. All right, well, the finance is starting to become a little bit of an issue for 9Z.
Sorry, that player cam on DGT makes me chuckle.
Isn't it ridiculous?
It's so silly.
We've had some players sitting close to monitors before, but that one, it's fully immersed. He's at VR. Got that new headset from Zuck. No, wait, that was Apple. Okay, well, with one saved AK, only a 1,400 losses, 1,900 into the next. They are going to opt for the force buy, so there's a couple of scouts in the mix. Early pressure over towards Long. Martinez takes the pick, gets the headshot onto Hunter.
Oh. The scouts are working. DGT nearly had Nexa there. Good grief. I mean, the friction, it comes rapidly. Recovered AK-47, pushing all their pennies into this round to remain a threat.
I thought DGT should have been good for that kill. Nexa down to 13 points of health.
Yeah, he's lucky to get away with that.
m0NESY, this is still tough. If it is a headshot out of the scout, you're going to be sat on your ass, son. It's m0NESY to land right between the eyes. There's the AWP activating. Chopping and changing, good decision. m0NESY will take the AWP, patrol towards upper tunnels. Shu needs to be jiggle spotting this. He can't allow a gap. I think he would have caught the information there. And you can see he felt under so much pressure from that one little bit of information. He immediately smoked doors.
Dead silent now. Nexa and NiKo prepare themselves for the final hit. 40 seconds, the engagement's on its way. A flash and a swing, just straight into NiKo. They're testing his aim, and he does not provide. Now the damage that DGT did should be fine. They're not looking. Oh, Nexa had 2 on his play. Butter 18 HP. The bomb's on its way. Hwasopeak has to get across, and there's a gap on the smoke. Can you hit it? m0NESY, reaction speed test, around, up for debate.
Oh, it's spreading.
20 seconds, now he's lost the vision, and Buddha gets the bomb across. A good, strong throw from Hwasopeak. Stu, easy, straight into Buddha.
Scout's probably the better option.
Yeah, the best weapon for the job here.
m0NESY's going to mantle in the side, I bet.
You'll see the plant spot. Now he's even spotted him. Hwasopeak's in trouble. A couple of opportunities go awry. On the defuse now. A great headshot. Hold on. Forces him off the defuse. Stewie, he's getting played with right now. Hwasopeak, can he find him time sensitive? Yes, he can! Miraculous clutch from Hwasopeak. Low HP, doesn't matter. m0NESY deleted.
His aim, you know, he's been great on a couple of the entries. Just go back to the pistol round as well. Glock out mid to the B doors, but that one is a scorcher of a shot onto m0NESY. Had the scout, picks up the M4, very well played in a pressure situation. This is what we missed. Martinez with the opener onto Hunter, then the spam through as NiKo who takes down DGT with that saved AK-47, but back and forth we go.
Max communicating a lot there. I'm not sure what he's seen. Maybe
popping out long.
Pop long, yes, okay. Rifles are here, and it's Nexa that instills some fear. You want to push that smoke? I'm here. Double kill for Nexa. A confidence booster. And coming down to the wire in that last round for 9Z. They are broken. DGT trying to be a hero outdoors. Audible. NiKo's heard that. Stewie, oh, that's team play, baby. A flash from the B player. Hunter takes the angle, takes the fight, takes the head.
We shouldn't be giving anything away in this round if you're G2 now. Maybe a kill or two, but definitely try to avoid that bomb going down. Lost bonus into the next is back to the bottom of the barrel for 9Z of 1400. Max wanting to grab himself an upgrade, and they might just save again. I mean, this team, they seem like they're more than happy, considering they already have this type of a lead. Save again, keep the AKs, won't have anything into the next otherwise.
Yeah, when we had Twist talking, did he say 7-5T? Was that his, like a rough bar he set?
So we're almost there.
Yeah.
They're having a look. Or are they just, okay, no, they're just getting the safety of the boost. Locking down, this is ridiculous with the players that we see on the other side of things. m0NESY had Nexa. They could overstep. m0NESY investigating for something, grabs himself a bit of utility. We just have to sit and watch for another 12 seconds while this one clocks out.
I know. I have to get my registration for my car, is why. And the shit's late, so go get it.
So that was a bit of a change of pace from 9Z there. They pressured long in the previous, then they went back to long and a bit more of a late timing. But 2 saved AKs. Martinez could drop a scout. Maybe get out of Galil. He's going to get a scout for himself. Okay, well, let's see what success he can find with that. Easy as you like for Nexa, no dramas. Just mowing them down. And this was, yeah, as you mentioned, great teamwork. Good flash from Stewie. Hunter and NiKo both picking into that. Tactical timeout, the first for 9Z. These are difficult rounds. 2 rifles, scout, Tech 9, and whatever Hwasopeak is going to be picking up and going into the next with.
Yeah. All right, I'll see what KO is talking about.
Yeah, 1400, he hasn't got too many options available to him.
I just want to note that I think it's great to see them making heads-up decisions, like not letting the moment of being in front of a crowd and, well, not being favorites at all This is their first time in an environment like this, and they're still, okay, the smarter option is the save, right?
Yeah.
They're a great clutch from Hustle Peak in a 2v1, right?
Yeah.
Some really good moments. So props to 9Z.
Oh my God! Oh, that's ungodly. Stewie 2K sent straight to the Shadow Realm by Martinez.
I think he spotted another one cross because he was just motor mouthed right there.
Bro, no boost, no problem, still nails it. A suspicious smoke. That's a CT smoke thrown out. Buddha, you can see his reaction is a bit concerned. Has to kind of hold on to it, keeps him static.
I can't believe that opener.
No, I mean, that's a gift. That's where the scout can deliver some incredible jaw-dropping moments. Alert smoke from Buddha. So
yeah, and look at the setup that G2 are currently sitting in, right? Nico to set up Hunter over towards, Nexa over towards short, but they can only set it for so long because there's massive void towards long, which they've walked down completely silently. Now they'll thrust themselves forward. Nico might get caught off guard.
Nico's in trouble. He goes jumping for info and a missed scout shot. m0NESY's taken down one on the extremities in mid. It's Placer Peak down and out. m0NESY noted in CT. They've been spotted towards long side. Behind the smoke is m0NESY.
But look where the bomb is.
Creeping and crawling. Yeah, the bomb not permitted. With 30 seconds left. G2 are still not convinced. Well, they will be now. Up onto the site. Martinez, you've got to get that bomb across. Buddha has managed to catch out Nexa. Now he can join the pack. Now Nico is going to be under threat from short. m0NESY, he's pushed the smoke successfully. They do isolate on Gandalf, but this is the one. This is the frag. m0NESY dips away. They can boost on. There's a fake. No, punching in the code. Good for it. That will extend play. A fumble on the boost. m0NESY flustered on the reload. Going hunting. DGT, a ballsy one, and nothing from Max. Fourth on the board and secure. It's a m0NESY multi.
I really like the team play from 9Z in that moment, right? The flash to get them over. They made sure that, I know that the bomb being committed earlier would have been great, but Martinez setting them up so once they got across, they could flash take the fight. This was the opener, absolute scorcher.
Filth.
Yeah, that's one of the worst ways to have your round ended, but they win regardless. And then m0NESY coming through, taking down Martinez. The time starts to become pressure. The fact they get the bomb down, positive stuff for 9Z, but then they get caught in the chaos. And that was just as I was giving them props for playing a lot of these situations with poise.
Do you think it was that kind of seeing someone reloading and jumping, you lick your lips, you think I've got a window of opportunity here, but both of them managing to get their crosshairs onto him quick enough.
This is actually a G2 timeout. It will allow 9Z to have a conversation themselves into the next round. 2,400 loss bonus, so leave yourself around that 2K mark. Or if you're Martinez and you want to have a scout every round, you can spend a little bit more. Well, let's see if he can do it again.
If it happens twice to Stu, I think he's punching his monitor.
Just a bad spawn for Martinez. He's at the very back of the pack, so he'll be late to this spawn. Trying his luck.
Not far off the mark.
Okay, hold up, G2. Hold up. You're not great against these types of eyes.
Hold on, Hunter just needs a headshot. Provides it nicely. Clotheslines Martinez. Oh, he's just shooting fish in a barrel. 9Z condemned straight back to spawn.
Might be their cleanest anti-eco yet.
And it's with confidence, it's with conviction. Backing himself. Applying the pressure from the get-go. Look at the control here from Hunter. Just burst, taking heads. Aware of the potential for lower. DGT an afterthought, but still gets deleted. Yeah, a reminder of who they're up against. G2, no slouch individually, mechanically. Certainly not the Kovac cousins. And certainly not Ilya Osipov. On your screens, m0NESY, this prodigy, looking to secure a grand final. And one map away. Can 9Z leave with the 7th? The baseline for a good T side is just this final round. Can they do anything with it? Oh dear. Hunter doesn't seem to think so.
Yeah, Hunter the secondary AWPer. Isn't that usually Nico's job?
Not anymore. Chip damage, Buddha and Wasopeak. Vulnerable and susceptible to the headshots.
DGT's done a decent job coming out long in some of these later scenarios. The fact he just removed m0NESY Simple as you like, coming out those long doors. That's a big pick. It throws the round into a conversation, and out calm is Stewie. He left the B bomb site. Buddha, you might have to go in and apply some pressure.
He's giving it a go. Stewie's ahead of the play, understanding that Buddha's opportunity upon him being nameplated in mid. And now wraps through. Stu. He's found the maneuver.
Bump, bump, bump.
Oh no! DGT has bested him. He tries his signature move and he's empty-handed. The B site's theirs. They're trying to clear out Max. He doesn't seem prepared for this. The aggression up short. Caught out by Nexa. A hard site to retake, to be sure. But no util from the T side. They can't lock him out. The man advantage for this as well. Already close by. First test, dipping their toe. Already swinging wide. Buddha's going to be found. Deletes him. Hunter's gone. No trade potential. Where is Nexa? What can you do? They're overlooking it. Walking out. DGT in the clutch. Gets in, gets out. It's a nade from Nexa from the grave. And we're all tied up, baby. 6-6. Dead even at the half. Howdy folks, we're back in business, ready for Dust 2's second half, the second map of our second semi-final. Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2024 and Vitality need an opponent in that grand final. No donk. ZywOo made sure of that earlier today. Now let's find out if 9Z's Fairy Tale has any more chapters in it as they face off against G2. Dead even at the half. Guaso Peak tries to bring the pain, but m0NESY's ready, and he receives them. Those Glocks, deadly. Nexa disconnected from the pack. He's responsible for the housekeeping of mid and long.
I like the rotation from 9Z, however. DGT and Buddha have dealt with the gap over towards B. Max has gone searching. Now, this is a difficult position to clear. I think it'll go completely underlooked. So this is Nexa's kill every day of the week, and it will give them a two-man advantage. There you have it.
Wow.
But with that type of a search, the information that tells G2 is 9Z just had all the info that the rest of the map was somewhat clear. So do you want to pivot or go with the same type of finish over towards B? They still have this smoke and the flash in the back pocket of NiKo. Now they have a two-man advantage.
Yeah, a lot of resources lost in the departure of Max.
And that timing for Martinez, quite unfortunate. They'll get across.
Do we already start talking about saving Kev?
Yeah, this one could be a dead rubber as far as this round's concerned. We might not even see any action. Unless.
No scouting, no probing into the A side.
Well, they went and made a step over towards short. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's problematic.
Whiplash.
Martinez has been spotted. And oh, God, these bullets are finding heads. Running into the Lion's Den and still shredding.
Doing it the hard way. Finishing into the stack, but doing it with style. We're going to trade out pistols here on our second map of play. And it's starting to feel like it was about time we embraced the absurdity of our reality. No in-game leader. NiKo picking up the slack in that regard. Stewie2K returning to top-tier competition after missing a couple of 10 a.m. meetings at Starbucks.
Damn, Chad. Modern-day Camus.
He's brought the attitude and he's brought the North American crowd to life. What would this event have been if G2 didn't pick up Stewie and we didn't go down this crazy run? You go all the way back to Falcons, Anubis, retakes against Nexa, team flashes.
Telling NiKo he had it when he didn't, did he?
Just crazy arm wrestles and matches as well throughout.
I mean, I have to say, I have a lot of appreciation for the fact that Stewie hasn't kind of lost his character, demeanor, and his comms when arriving and being plugged into someone else's system.
Major winner and Intel Grand Slam. Not too many players who have that in their cabinet.
Yeah, it can't be sniffed at, and it's going to start very comfortably here. I'm sure G2 have been trying to refine their anti-ecos after some of the slip-ups we've seen just over the course of this event. It's lacked polish,
Yeah.
It's lacked focus.
But two absolute mares of those rounds came against Vitality, which has been their only loss thus far. And we will be getting a rematch of that regardless. 9Z played Vitality, G2 the same. All three teams remaining, all from Group A. At a 2-1 over Mouse for G2, a 2-1 over Liquid, a 2-0 over FaZe.
That's crazy. I mean, the
best of one over Falcon. Those are all household names.
Yeah, it's a run. It's a very justifiable, valid trophy lift if they ever get there.
But the same to be said with 9Z's campaign. A best of one win over Mouse, then Liquid fell, and then Vitality, which is insane to think about. That was a 2-0, and those frustrations started to eke out of the Vitality camp. But let's turn our attentions to the first gun round of the second half. Martinez able to get out the glass cannon, so the scope is in the mix. Rifles for the rest, and if they want to have any say in this map, it needs to start now.
Ooh, a missed shot, an opportunity there. Slips by the wayside from Martinez. Early nade exchange towards the Beast Huns. Hunter's going to have a lot to communicate off the back of that. But he's got a lot of responsibility on this side of the map. Opting for a forward angle. The Molotov flash combo to clear Tons safely and securely. There is a cue that DGT can prepare himself for combat.
On his own. There's mid-door swing possible. Martinez off here as well.
Oh, chill your beans. Max goes looking, a distraction. They want to fight for this. Think twice about
Could have
it.
all gone wrong right there. Next up to bat is Buddha.
One well-placed flash from Monacy, and his screen is white as snow. Ooh, Buddha.
Pivoting from mid to B. Late
35,
long.
Chad.
If they take the bomb late long, this could be a catastrophe.
Stewie might be trying to make a play in synchronization. They're testing Buddha as Stewie comes out. Buddha down. That's the frag. That's the one. Now Martinez will look away. Another miss on the AWP. The Spaniard run down, empty-handed on the York. Now DGT's the next victim. It's Stewie 2K. Posts it with conviction. They are on the bomb site with 1 or 2 seconds to spare. Madness.
The moments that could have gone wrong, Buddha just slows them down in the doors. He gets a kill, does some more damage. Martinez hits a shot. G2 moments away from disaster. But now 9-6, a 3-round lead. Just 4 more required.
These CT sides, they can slip away rapidly, even if you have had a competitive first half. G2 finding 4 consecutive to close out this half. They were in the driving seat, 9Z. With some successful retakes, a gap closing. First half from G2. And now coming in with a vengeance. This is a pure round from G2, not a single casualty. Some trivial damage done to G2, but the 9th round is theirs and the cash is starting to swell.
Yeah, the fact that you get the AWP for free off of Martinez's cold dead corpse, and now it'll be into the hands of Monacy. That fear factor amplified, and Taz got the best seat in the house.
It's true. Nothing better. Stu fumbles the boost. Honestly, unable to provide the opening he was seeking. Nexa, get out of there.
Crowd happy with that. Good to see he's learned how the Molotovs work.
Why don't you cast around?
Oh, Nexa, stop melting our mind.
Melting your shoes. Guasso Peak's going to get uncomfortable. Oh, it's spreading. Very uncomfortable for Guasso Peak. Nico wants him. Second layer. A flash, a Molotov combo. Forces them to cower into the site. Martinez responsible for long, so they can post up, just worry about the short side. Still 60 seconds on this one. Max is floating into mid. He's concerned about a potential mid presence, and Monacy's about to set them up for pressure. Here comes Stu. Flash and go. Oh, what? Buddha nails it with a white screen. Now Nico still found Max. They know where he is. He's trapped on the doors, and Monacy does not nail the shot. He's playing crazy games. Leg shot now. Wallbang can come through any time, but still, look at that from Martinez. With DGT's help, they can continue fending him off, but Hunter's found the gap. What is that from Martinez? A no-scope to the face of Hunter. And Nexa down to the Dig 9Z Ignite hope of a potential third.
What was that from Martinez? His scout.
Who is this guy?
I think he's taken away that top dog spot from Sirison.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's doing it on land.
He's had a couple of those completely ridiculous scout performance. That's a wall bang. He takes down Monacy and then a no-scope. Oh.
Yeah. There's a classic Nico reaction for you.
Okay, Monacy, that's put Guasso on notice. A leg shot Bianca, is that not tantalizing? Is that not encouraging?
Something you could definitely work with, but right now they're doing a default 3 through the upper tunnels. This is going to help them. Going to stick the landing on that one. They'll have heard the extinguish, so Stewie still needs to be somewhat worried that there could be a player home. Clears his corners. And they have the same space regardless. Buddha anchoring pit. We've got this bait and switch set up over towards Catwalk. Martinez to take the line. DGT to either swing or smoke off that angle if it does become a problem. The gap right now, the biggest issue is probably the mid to B. Steel was talking about protocols on Dust 2 and the reactions. Now, something that makes those reactions a little bit more difficult is the lurk smoke. Martinez can stand behind this.
Oh, fantastic from Martinez. And DGT even nearly had both. m0NESY, he's just gotten away with a fraction of health remaining.
I reckon Martinez is showing m0NESY up.
Right now, yeah, he has.
Some of the shots he's hitting on the scope, right?
Flashier AWPer.
Wild scenes.
Oh, that could be perfect. m0NESY, catch! And he does. Can they keep the sheet clean? 5 alive for 9Z. Hunter's just trying to preserve this for his AWPer.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. Just hold on to this. Save into the next. Lost bonus, 1900. So it is going to be an interesting looking next round of play, and it'll just be one round. So 9Z working hard. Working very hard to get themselves back into the mix. I don't know what to do with that.
Smile and wave, boys.
Might incite a riot with that one.
They haven't got much to be proud of. Let them have it.
Give them the Imperial measurements.
Oh!
I think he heard me talking shit.
Yeah, and now DGT's about to lay down the law. He wants the 9th. Despite m0NESY's heroics with that saved AWP. Stewie, oh, he has the info. And he gets away with his life as well. On top of that, this can still go awkwardly wrong for 9Z.
That's actually huge that they're exchanging that territory, because the fact DGT cops a bullet, backs off completely, they had them locked. You can still see this investigation towards the tunnels. Max can make sure they can't go short from lower. He doesn't really need to investigate top mid at all. And then Buddha can watch upper dark. But right now I think they're overcomplicating things because they want to be a quick response time towards long.
This is an uncomfortable position for G2 to be in. So much uncertainty now. Same could be said for 9Z. They haven't really found any answers. Look at this from Buddha.
Yeah, like I said, overcomplicating. There's too much searching going on right now. You don't have a confirmation of any info. So unless you're planning to just save, you may have just given the key of this round back over.
Buddha's completely evacuated his bomb site.
They're rotating.
Yeah, they've heard the initial util. Here we go.
Max can block upper tunnels. He has a molly. Get that in.
Just in time. Forced ahead of it. Suddenly flooding the site. Quasto Peak on notice. A commitment of the spray. Max delivers. 20 seconds, folks. Can G2 get through? Yes, they can with Nico on the AWP. Nexa builds around it. And Quasto Peak does not have the help. Oh, no!
The flank this time!
It's a disaster! Quasto Peak just needs to live, but from behind, m0NESY strikes! He saves them! Just as the stars are aligned for 9Z, the superstar saves them! G2 are lucky the 10th is theirs. Let's see this one again. They're just lining up, standing on top of each other. And with 5 seconds left, Quasto Peak's convinced he's in the site.
He just has no idea because they didn't know where m0NESY had gotten off to. He was staying long trying to sell this the entire time. And it's the smallest of margins. If that Max Incendiary comes out a second sooner, think about the damage they take running through those flames. That one really leaves a mark for 9Z. And for it to go down in that fashion, what the hell is m0NESY doing coming late from spawn, you're thinking to yourself?
5 seconds on the clock and he's on A. Oh, I mean, you can't even fault Quasto for expecting him to be rushing for the plant. He's waiting for the sound cue or a push. And m0NESY, he stays calm. He collects. Didn't get flustered. You can see how the tensions are running high. And the G2 camp, they are only 3 rounds away from a grand final. m0NESY saves them.
That roller coaster of emotions for Nico there. Nexa just getting torn a new one into m0NESY, thank bloody God.
Yeah, truly. Look at them. They're trying to turn up the heat now onto Martinez. Buddha in the pit, about to be isolated. All of that util set down. Stewie with an opening kill on the round.
Here comes the smoke.
Here he comes. Stewie through the smoke. It finds himself is all he needs. Backing away into m0NESY, a missed shot from the AWPer. Pressure mounting from every angle. How is DGT still alive? How is he still alive? Somebody put him down. Hunter makes it so. A heist from the Smoke Criminal. Steals the 11th round.
Puts the signature move on display late in the piece to punish 9Z, and the finances are now broken. He sees the smoke, you know he's going through.
I'm sure Nico, he's lived 100 years over the course of this best of three. m0NESY finds Butter. Martinez's scouts land in tags. He's a threat. 2 tags tagged, and now a body bag. He's gone and done a lot of damage. But unfortunately, they don't have the weaponry. They don't have the health. They don't have the personnel. Hwasopeak's the only one healthy. Max has got the 4 HP. Lingers in the smoke. There's nothing for you here. No health, no weapon, and now no info. They are both low. A deagle to the belly of both would be sufficient, and Hwasopeak's $700 hand cannon is now poised to collect on long.
There's so much time for this to simmer in. Nico and m0NESY in no rush. Diligent with the util. Put m0NESY in a power position with the AWP.
I love this. They've just let Max off the leash.
Well, he needs to go and find a gun, and there is one available over towards middle. Plenty of corpses litter the corridor, but it's all going to come down to timing. Does Nico press the issue, look to go elsewhere, or they're just going to let them stew and then finish towards A? Max is on the flank. Hwasao in the sight. Bomb on m0NESY's back. Has to start transitioning up long.
Max has to get this timing perfectly right, and the info from Hwaso has to be perfect. He can't take these fights until the flank doors come through. Smoke on the site. m0NESY with the bomb. m0NESY solves it.
Still a chance.
Certainly, 20 seconds. They have to get through Hwasopeak. The bomb's a long way away. Timing is everything. He's nailed the timing. He had a molly in his hand, but he doesn't find the body shot. Nico collects a 12th round on the board. It was hanging by a thread at times. By no means has this been easy street for G2. Stress, cortisol flowing through their veins, and a moment of respite as the final timeout is called by the 9Z coach.
Hwasao had a great 1v2 situation on that first half of play, but you can see those speed wobbles with the deagle.
I wonder how far that shot was off m0NESY. It felt pretty close.
Well, the crowd can sense it now. 5 more kills, 1 more round, and G2 Esports with Stewie2K, America's pride and joy, will be locking themselves in for a grand final against Team Vitality tomorrow.
Let that sink in. I doubted them every step of the way, Chad. Stepping into the realms of against FaZe Clan in a playoff game, I thought that was going to be curtains. But instead, G2 now looking to secure a grand final on their stand-ins home soil. And 9Z, does that journey really end here in round 21? Stewie's here to play!
Saving the best to last is Stewie.
Oh, he's here for the grand finale. We'll see that again. Oof. The crowd's had enough. The crowd wants a guarantee of Stewie tomorrow on Championship Sunday. And he has taken the first step in that direction. He's taken down the hardest hitter. DGT 17 frags, but none in round 21. Stewie makes it so. Pressure mounting. Martinez, a forward position. They run boost accommodating for it. He'll peek into the angle, but m0NESY's anticipating. That's the fight, and Martinez, he's bested m0NESY and equalizing frag for survival. Stewie accelerates, takes space, surges towards the A-bomb site. Next late long, he's the next piece. He's got to catch the timing right. The bomb is on its way towards the A site. Max lingers towards CT.
Short plant.
Max Not going to be anticipating this angle. Obscured by the smoke is Stu. Jumping up and gets himself another. Stuart 2000. Who'll find the multi-kill to secure the grand finals. Martinez is the one to kick up a fuss, but they're not ready for Nexa. Turned on. Praso Peak provides. Time sensitive. I don't see a kit, Chad. I do not see a kit. A 10-second defuse. I'm just good for it. But meditate all you want. You're going home. G2 are off to the grand finals of the Intel Extreme Masters. Stewie 2K, a contribution to make it so.
The madness of this G2 story continues. It has another page, it has another chapter, and they have another day. The smiles on the faces, the insanity of this pickup.
No IGL, Nico forced into the role, Stewie shows up, and he's holding his weight. Against modern day grades, now Vitality stand as their final hurdle in making this absurd reality a trophy.
It'll be a nod of the hat in the direction of 9Z. Fantastic group stage debut, and solid Counter-Strike. But they're going up against players who have been here once, they've been here again. And a huge victory.
I mean, truly, look at them. It must be so out of the realms of possibility when you're on that plane, you're coming over, you see how stacked this tournament is. And it's G2 that will play Vitality tomorrow.
Nico, you with G2 with the stand-in, an event where you're calling, you are in the grand finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas. What's going through your head?
Yeah, obviously super happy. I could have never imagined that we would have gone all the way to the finals. So yeah, feeling very happy right now. The atmosphere is electric and everything is amazing so far. I'm really happy.
It feels like magic in the server, and there are a lot of rounds where maybe things aren't going to plan. I'm thinking about that m0NESY 5 seconds on the clock clutch. We saw your reaction on the camera. What were you thinking?
I was relieved. Honestly, in my head, I lost the round. I was like, fuck, you know, we threw another round. But yeah, I don't know what he did. He probably didn't expect Ilya to come from behind, but obviously, yeah, I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions within like split seconds. So yeah, the game was not pretty, it was not clean from both sides, but it was fucking exciting at least.
I think you'll find some people in this audience who agree. I know playing in front of the NA crowd maybe hasn't always been your favorite, but how you feel about them right now? Stu! I think that's enough said. I'm gonna need your signature up on the plate of that camera, because you are in the grand final of IEM Dallas.
Oh my God, it's happened. It's undeniably happened. It is here. It is G2 who have powered through 9Z, a 9Z that brought their game today. They brought their A game. They came out here and they tried, but it wasn't enough for G2.
What a roller coaster of a ride, Trace, this whole series has been, and especially on Dust 2, we heard Mike mention it on the stage to Nico, the m0NESY round, a couple of close clutches, another close anti-ecos, but in the end, they get it done, they get over the hump, and G2 is in the grand final in Dallas.
Wow. You know, I think I've been like 0% on my predictions for like the entire playoffs. Nothing here really makes that much sense to me. G2 just showing so much just resilience, and every round that they have, they bounce back and they're able to close out some ridiculous rounds. The save the op going into the round, picking up the second op and ending at B with like 5 seconds left. m0NESY and CT spawn. Nexa in pistol rounds and T spawn waiting. Like it's just mind-boggling to see like what's happening.